Wait a minute. Oh, well, this Malcgoolie's wait a minute, it's not my channel. What type of foolery is this? Who has sucked me dry into the next fourth level dimension? Who has done it?
That would be me. The other guy. Actual champ.
The other guy.
Yes,
the man. The myth. The legend.
Yeah.
That sucked me dry into the video game stream world, even though the last time I did a video game review, it kind of backfired in my face.
Oh yeah. And I'm just gonna be the guy who shows up to Infinity War in a Red Hood costume, because at least I like him. DC. Oh yeah.
And it seems you brought me here to talk about a live cartoon reboot.
Yes, the Ed, Edd and Eddy travesty that's going on. Or allegedly. Or may or may not be.
Ed, Edd and Eddy. A beautiful show. Cartoon Network, you had something going. That was your SpongeBob. 1999 all the way to 2009 or 2010.
Yeah, dude, I forgot how long that show went on. It's forever. Rightfully so. It was a really good show, but like, do you really think that Ed, Edd and Eddy could have gone on like as long as SpongeBob with the source material that they have?
Not really. Ever since when they had that movie and it explained why Eddie does what he does is because he doesn't have friends.
I mean, yeah, that didn't make sense to me at all, and I am lost as shit on this game. I get lost as fuck all the time in God of War.
With everything, what they said, and all that they do.
What the fuck? One thing I didn't like about Ed, Edd and Eddy is after a while it got kind of dry being in the cul-de-sac, and then when it, I think when it did end, you had all these spoofs like Fred. Remember Fred, that guy?
Oh God.
The former most popular YouTuber on YouTube. First, I think he was a first.
How can I forget? Because Nickelodeon gave him a movie.
That we shall not talk about that. Okay.
No, they gave him a movie. The only thing that was good about that movie was Jeanette McCurdy.
Remember when he was an iCarly?
And God, that was... I'm sorry, anything Jeanette McCurdy in I will watch.
True. I love Megan. Or Miranda Cog. I don't care what her real name is. It's Megan.
And speaking of that, since we're talking about reboots and cartoons and whatnot, can you see Drake and Josh getting rebooted?
Yes and no, because Josh, he's moved on to bigger and better things. Like, I highly doubt you're getting him to come back unless you would get a different actor, which I would not allow, because the "you had one job" meme is his original shit, and I need that guy to be Josh. But I mean, Drake Bell, I mean, his career is alright, so you can get that dude to come back to anything, because, you know, Nickelodeon's like his boss all the time, so he's not going anywhere. So, I mean, you can get a Drake and Megan show, but I don't think you're getting Drake and Josh back. Would you watch a Drake and Megan show? I don't think I could.
That's true. That you could see that happening.
I mean, what was Spencer's character again?
Reboot. I can't see it happening after the movie. You can't. How? And plus the design that they had. It was like a Teen Titans dog feel.
Yeah, I don't like what Cartoon Network's doing with this. I mean, I guess it's more simplistic animation because maybe they don't want to go like ultra ham. But like, I just feel like the older animation style, while it was, you know, it's obviously aged interestingly, but I just felt that the older animation style just lended itself better to the environment that it was in. You know what I mean?
It's true. That is very, very true. And the thing that Cartoon Network that takes me off with them, they don't learn their lessons. Like with the Powerpuff Girls reboot. God.
Oh yeah. Oh, can I not hit anything? That Powerpuff Girls reboot was terrible because just before that, didn't they have a movie with the original 3 voice actresses, and then when the cartoon came, they just got rid of them?
If we encounter men, you will stay out.
I do remember the Powerpuff Girls having a movie,
You will
and
stay out of
then
it,
they
boy.
still kept on continuing to
No
make
more
the
of
show. And I think the Powerpuff Girls died off in 2006. I think.
I think you may or may not be right, cause I know there's that Japanese version called Powerpuff Girls Z, which was interesting. We'll leave it at that. I didn't really watch it like full through. I'm just thinking, is it just like Dragon Ball Z for girls?
I did it.
It's like,
with the Powerpuff Girls, I will say this. I always watched the Powerpuff Girls when I was a kid. I actually liked the show. The show was funny. It was kind of cool.
okay, here's the real question: who's creepier, Pennywise or him?
Him is more creepy.
Yeah.
Pennywise does not freak me out. Here's another thing, guys. Clowns are not scary.
I rebuke that. Joker is frightening when he wants to be.
Yes, Joker is frightening when he wants to be, but shoot, we love Joker. There's a difference.
You're right. Finally.
I mean, I've seen a lot of clown horror movies. If you want to see a clown that will scare the crap out of you, there's a thing, either Killjoy would scare the crap out of you, or Stitches. I don't know. It's just that clown horror is not scary.
I mean, yeah, you're right. Clowns aren't really scary to me. Now, I think it's a little bit of an overrated fear, like kind of like bats and spiders. Like I don't like now. Okay, if I saw a giant spider like in real life, you cannot pay me to stay in that room. But like on a movie, like I'm not scared. I'm just like, well, just leave. And it isn't in. Have you read or seen the original Pennywise, like the original It movie from Stephen King?
Yeah, so with Tim Curry, yes.
Yeah, okay, that shit was
oh my
funny.
God, I'm gonna say this: the acting, the children acting was good, but everything about that movie was just no.
Yeah, I mean, okay, but Pennywise is a clown that turns into basically a giant spider. So he's like both.
And we just wasted 3 hours on that.
Yeah, not worth it in the least, in my opinion. I mean, I like Tim Curry. I don't think you're watching anything. That dude is, except Home Alone.
Yeah, it's Tim Curry. He's the man.
I'm not gonna watch that dude at Home Alone. Well, okay. Macaulay Culkin.
I'm gonna say this about Home Alone. And you know what? If anybody's watching that's a Home Alone fan, I'm gonna say this: Home Alone 1 and 2 were good. 3 was not as good, and people crap on it. But I'm gonna say this: you might say Home Alone 3 is bad, but if you haven't seen Home Alone 4, you haven't lived long enough.
Home Alone 4. I don't think wait. Fuck. I can't tell if I remember it or not.
You can probably remember it because it was a television movie, and the premise was after the events of Home Alone 1. No, not Home Alone 2, but Home Alone 1.
Right. But I'm really drawing a blank.
Let's just say the bad guys were Marv and Marv's girlfriend. That's it.
Shit, I think I remember it now, but I don't feel like I want to. So yeah, we're gonna stop.
You don't really remember. There's only 2 actors that I actually knew. Like the guy who played Marv played Inspector Gadget too, and Marv's girlfriend was that one white girl that Queen Latifah beat up from bringing down the house.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, we're not trying to remember that. Oh my god, I cannot.
And then Home Alone 5, I haven't seen Home Alone 5, but
there's a 5th one.
I don't have the patience to watch. Some people said it was actually better than 4 and 3, and I'm like,
I don't have patience enough for that. Oh my god. I don't have patience for Home Alone 5. How do I hit this dude? Oh my god.
And the thing about Home Alone, I can see Home Alone getting remade. I don't think it's remade, but I can see it down the road in about 5-6 years being remade.
Man, Hollywood doesn't have these things for original ideas. Put down, boy.
They really don't. And plus, since what else? Another film that I would love to see them remake. Even though it's it's a long shot, especially if Jim Carrey is down with it. Give us the Mask sequel that we really wanted, or give us another Ace Ventura.
You know what I want to see? You know, I want to see. I would like to see the Mask, but I want to see the Mask done in rated R. And if I could ever see one crossover, I want to see the Mask and Deadpool. Why? Because
no, that I can see that, but I don't know. Like, wasn't there a comic where the Mask met the Joker?
I think so. Now that would be okay. It depends on who's playing the Joker. Because right now Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool, and that cannot be denied. Like, he's the best Deadpool there's ever been. Technically, he's only been the only Deadpool, but we don't count that one time where he was Deadpool. That we don't count because that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Yeah, or we don't count his tragedy in the Green Lantern.
Shh, that never happened. Never happened. Okay, since you already brought it up, I think that he did good in Green Lantern. I just think, similar to Daredevil the movie, everything around it, like the writing, the other actors, everything else, the CG, was complete garbage. Like,
am I the only person here that actually liked Daredevil?
Behind me.
I liked Ben Affleck as Daredevil because I think he's a great actor when he wants to be. He's a great director when he wants to be. But Elektra was goddamn corny, which is why her movie, by herself, was complete trash. Fucking everything else was terrible. Bullseye was a loser. Like, no, this was lame.
And then you have Michael Carter Duncan playing as Kingpin, who actually did a pretty good job as Kingpin.
I like the guy from the show better.
Yeah, true. Because the Daredevil now on Netflix, my God. I love Stick so much.
Stick. I don't have Netflix. I can check that out. Speaking of, since we're talking about superhero shows, do you like The Flash?
I stopped watching The Flash a long time ago. My dad used to watch it. He would always watch Arrow and The Flash. And he said that the show has now fallen off to the point he can't watch it anymore.
Like, I think okay, here's my problem with CW shows. The reason why Green Arrow is good in the comic books is because, for the most part, it just focuses on Green Arrow, and then occasionally, like, you know, there's solo books. Like, you know, there's Batman, and then there's Detective Comics. I think The Flash and Arrow are oversaturated. Because The Flash has too many goddamn characters that the show is really not The Flash. It's Flash and Team Flash. It's not Barry Allen. And I want Barry Allen. Like, I like Vibe. I liked it better when, you know, the dude was, you know, secondary character, like, kind of like Alfred or whatever, or like Oracle. But I don't like now that, like, everyone's just got their own powers, and, like, they're all just like, hey, we're just gonna interfere. And then why is Iris the leader of Team Flash? You don't do anything. Like, oh, Lois Lane's the leader of the Justice League now. Okay. Like, no, fuck out of here. And I like Candace Patton, but, like, yeah, no, fuck out of here. You have no credentials. Like, Vibe could be the leader of Team Flash. The other badasses could be the leader of Team Flash. The scientist chick could be the leader of Team Flash. Reporter chick, or whoever Barry's weird stepsister that he wants to bang, which is still weird, should not be the leader of Team Flash.
Shoot, just like with Black Lightning. Like, I actually gave the shot, I promise. But then it got way goofy, way too quick.
You know, I've not watched Black Lightning. To be honest, I forgot he had a show.
I will handle
You know what?
this.
I want Static Shock. Fuck that dude.
And then what else? Then there was another show that they were teasing us with, like TNT was teasing us the Teen Titans Go series.
I know DC is starting their own app where you can watch all their shows that aren't on the CW, because CW is not trying to take any more shows from DC right now. Then they'll just be the DC channel.
Right.
Speaking of DC, do you like Smallville?
This is going to break a lot of Smallville people's hearts, but I was not a huge Smallville person. Didn't really care for it because of one thing.
They came back.
Superman.
Finished.
If I know I don't talk about it on my channel that much, but I do not like Superman at all.
When you say you don't like Superman, are you talking about movie,
I'm
comic?
talking about the movies. I'm talking about, well, except for Superman 1 and 2 because they were actually good.
Christopher Reeves?
Yes.
Yeah, Christopher Reeves.
Those are the only two Superman movies that I can watch that I can tolerate with.
Okay.
Superman Returns, garbage. Superman 3, garbage. Superman 4, garbage. And also the comics. My God, I've never seen a character that gets rebooted so much. What? I'm gonna say this line from Epic Rap Battles of History. How many times are they gonna rewrite your story? Your powers have been boring since the 1940s.
Now, I think that statement's a little jaded because, yeah, he's been rebooted a lot, and that's because Superman, he is the base for all modern heroes, like the cape, the powers, the strength, the super flight. He is the modern hero, like and because why Superman stayed so popular is because he reflects the generation that he's a part of. So, but the thing with DC is he's too powerful, and anytime they nerf him. And then like back in the day they had him. He was like Silver Age Superman. He was dumb strong. That was the one carrying planets out of a solar system or galaxy. The one sneezing away solar system. He was too strong, and fans got used to him being that damn strong. And then when they nerfed him, fans hated it. And then when they eventually killed him and brought in Man of Energy, Red and Blue Superman, they really hated it. So Superman's comic book sales have not gone up since the 1990s when after Death of Superman. And then when you get to New 52, I did like the New 52 Superman because he was younger, he was jaded, he was more emotional, and he was still trying to get a grip on his powers. And I do like, but then nobody likes him, so like you can't win with Superman. And I think Superman does have some excellent stories because he's that hero. He's the guy who's allegedly incorruptible. But it's just not believable when you have him in the okay, so like you know how Marvel has Franklin Richards, who's like a god? How does crime get done anywhere in the universe when he could literally just reset it? He could do it.
That is true.
And he's not the only character that can do that.
That always ticks me off.
Father,
it was just that, like I understand he's the Man of Steel. I understand that.
Right.
And the thing about it, though, I would always pick Batman and Spider-Man over Superman.
Oh, no doubt. I like them better because their stories are more interesting because it's realistic when they struggle. When Superman struggles, you're just like, but what about that one time you like lifted the planet without sweating? Why can't you pick this airplane up, sir?
Just like with Batman, like with Superman. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna get to Batman in a minute. But just like with Superman, like when Lois Lane died, and he just reversed time to stop it. I'm like, really? Seriously?
Yeah. See, when he does it, it doesn't affect shit. When Flash does it, it creates a whole new universe.
Right.
But speaking of Flash, we're going one quick tangent from this tangent. DC is thinking about making the Flashpoint movie, and I know it's going to suck, but here's a good reason why I want them to make the Flashpoint movie. That gives them a legitimate excuse to fire everybody who works for DC right now in those movies and just reboot the whole universe. Just New 52.
Yes, I can see that happening because Marvel is killing them. Marvel is just killing them right now.
The Infinity War trailer was better than the whole Justice League movie. Nay, the whole DCEU, save for Wonder Woman, which was okay. I have a review on my channel.
Wonder Woman was good. Wonder Woman was actually good. The Justice League, I didn't watch it in theaters. I had to watch it on Showbox. And I'm so glad that I watched it on Showbox. If I would have watched it in theater, I would have been a little bit disappointed.
I would have been like, refund me.
But like, other than that, I mean, I can give it a rating. I give it a B. But it can't touch the Avengers. It can't touch the Avengers 1. It can't touch the Avengers Age of Ultron. And I don't think nothing can touch Infinity Wars.
So in my opinion, there is no consistency with the characters in the DCEU, because like in Captain America, when he says before he got his powers, he says I can do this all day and get his ass kicked. In Civil War, when Iron Man's kicking his ass, he gets back up, beat it up, he says I can do this all day. Those are ingrained parts of his character. But then when you get to this, like Batman, he goes from this dark, brooding, killing everybody Batman to all of a sudden one movie And he's like, you know what? I can crack jokes now. I can smile. Like, I can do all this extra
Batman
shit.
should not. Well, okay, Batman can only smile on certain occasions.
Like, yeah. Like, he can, when Batman's kicking your ass, I don't want him to smile. But when he's talking to Robin, you know, I mean, do it. Like, have a snide, like, closed lip smile, not like a flashy teeth smile. We don't do that out here.
And then also with Batman though, I love all the Batman movies. And well, now I know there's Batman and Robin. I know some people are gonna say, "Wait a minute, he likes Batman and Robin."
No.
Now with Batman and Robin, let's say this: I don't defend it as much as I used to as a kid, but I can see where everybody was coming from with it. But I'm gonna say this: George Clooney as Batman was a terrible choice, but he played a good Bruce Wayne because he has a whole lot of money. He could beat Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, you just gotta work on the ass to get back to.
But also Uma Thurman is the only one to me who played her role as Poison Ivy. The only one who played her role.
Adequate.
Now, okay, in my opinion, now I have a mega I hate with the capital H Christopher Nolan's Batman. I can't watch it.
Whoa! I never knew that. Wait. Which one? All of them, or just one of them?
All of them.
All of them?
Except, okay, now the second one I'd say by far is the best because Heath Ledger.
The Dark Knight.
Is
Obviously,
amazing.
The Dark Knight.
But the third one and the first one has some good lines. Not gonna lie, they're sort of close. Christopher Nolan's always good at making quotable movies. So DC is good at making quotable movies in general. But the thing is, it would really just tank the whole series. Like, I could tolerate it at first, but what tanked it was the third and final one. With, first of all, the Bane was complete terrible, but again, I have like an 8-page paper on it. Batman's whole Deus Ex Machina, which is not new to Batman, you're just coming off out of nowhere. But he's like, the whole movie was he's degraded, he's not strong anymore, he's losing it, he gets back broken, he gets locked in a prison, and I'm supposed to believe he heals and then finds a way to get into Gotham, which they made it clear that it's locked down, but somehow Batman with no money, no gadgets, no batsuit, all of a sudden figures out a way to get into Gotham, and and then he just basically beats Bane. Like, and then Catwoman didn't do shit, or the whole with the Ra's al Ghul thing. That was the dumbest twist of all time. Like, why is Talia in a prison with Bane? She's the daughter of the demon. Okay, whatever. Didn't make any sense. And then the whole nuke bomb thing. That was the dumbest cop-out of all time. Like, what?
And then the ending of having Alfred go out.
And what the fuck was that Robin? Like,
Okay, hold on. Okay, I got you with that one now. Since you hated the Nolan films, I'm gonna say this. I like two of the three films.
Yeah.
I love The Dark Knight, and I'm gonna say this: I love The Dark Knight Rises, but I did not like at all. I did very dislike Batman Begins, and here's why. Batman Begins, I was so mad because number one, the Scarecrow. My God, they built up the Scarecrow. They didn't build up Ra's al Ghul. They built up the Scarecrow, and the Scarecrow is a side character for it. A side bad guy, making Ra's al Ghul the main villain. I was like, okay, I watched it, the trailer, and I got so mad. I'm like, I would want my money back after that. 2, Rachel beats the Scarecrow? Lame. And then people always say, oh, Batman doesn't kill. But I will say this about the movie. I did love what Batman did say to Ra's. I could save you. But I can save anybody I want, but that doesn't mean I can't save you. And then he flew off the train. I'm like, okay, that's
I'm not gonna kill you, but I don't have to save you.
Yeah, thank you. That.
Yeah, which again, I like that quote, but that's not what Batman would technically do. I mean, granted, there are many.
He would still save Ra's.
Yeah, there are many interpretations of Batman. Some where he kills people, some where he fucking hangs people from the Batmobile. But the most common depiction of Batman is he will save you regardless because a life is a life is a life. However you square that circle, I think that's a part of Batman, and I like that part of Batman just because it shows that he's not a monster. Like, yeah, Ra's is a monster.
It does.
He's not a super monster, to be fair.
Now, The Dark Knight, I love The Dark Knight. I love it. I love it.
Hello, Bob.
I have no faults against it.
Born in the dark.
But I will give one fault, though. My favorite part of the movie will always be when the Joker got out of the semi-truck, starts stretching, shooting up, whatever, and then Batman was supposed to run him over, and then I guess Batman just didn't do it, and just fell off the bike. And then you have Joker trying to unmask Batman, and then you got Gordon that come out of nowhere, just there. I'm like, really? This was your plan? Even Joker, which I love, they made Joker way too invincible, but it was still cool with me. I had no fault, but it's just that scene right there. You guys did all this just to catch one guy, and 15 minutes later, Joker's already escaped Gotham prison.
Like, I love Heath Ledger, and I think there's a lot of people who will say that
Jack Nicholson
did it better, and to me, I don't really see that. Like
I'll say this. Heath Ledger, you have to think about this with the Joker. Jack Nicholson's Joker brought the comedy side of it, while Heath Ledger's brought the more dark and serious tone of it. But I still believe the best Joker of all time, voice acting wise, will go to Mark Hamill. That's just, you can't deny. He brings the comedy and the darkness to the character.
Yeah, no one can doubt that Mark Hamill is the best Joker, just like no one's doubting and telling me that Kevin Conroy is not Batman. Like, you know what? The Christian Bale movies would have been so much better if they just had fucking Kevin Conroy voice him over instead of I'm Batman.
Oh yeah, instead of where are the other drugs going?
Like, I'd much rather see that, like, or have Kara Strong voice over that chick who played Harley, which she didn't do a terrible job. I just hate that goddamn costume.
Oh, which one? From the Arkham
Suicide Squad.
Or was it Arkham Knight?
Wait there.
No, I love her costume. I don't like the Harley from Suicide Squad costume. Like, she looks like a fucking Hot Topic.
It's so funny you say that because I do have a poster of her in this now.
I mean, she's hot, but like that outfit.
I can't pronounce her name. Is it Margot? I'm sorry, that's just smoking regardless.
Okay, she's hot, but
and
like
I can't wait for her solo movie.
You know who needs a solo movie? God damn it, Black Widow, give her a goddamn solo movie.
Oh, there is. She's getting her movie.
When?
It's supposed to be around like what 2019 or 2020.
Like, she needs her own movie, and the soundtrack needs to be from Scarlett Johansson's band that nobody heard about.
What's another thing I love about, since we're going back to Batman on this though, but I'm gonna say this though. People always say, "Oh, Batman doesn't kill," and that's where I find it very, very funny because if you watch the old school, can't think of his name right now, and I know I probably should be shamed. The Burton films. He killed Joker, and he technically killed Penguin too.
Yeah, he was a result of their death.
Well, the result, well, shoot, and also, even though he wasn't directing forever, but he still had a part of it, he killed Two-Face.
Yeah.
But out of all the Batman from the movies that we've had, I think the only people that survived, Catwoman survived, Riddler survived, Poison Ivy and, Mr. Freeze survived, and Bane just ran out of steroid juice. But I will say this, since you hated The Dark Knight Rises, let me say this though. Tom Hardy's Bane was way better than the Bane they gave us in Batman and Robin.
Now, boy.
Alright, yeah, you're right. Well, I'd say the Batman and Robin Bane was at least more accurate because of the Venom
But Bane didn't have to go Bane. had
Yeah,
like a
I think
two-word
they were confusing
vocabulary.
Bane for the Hulk. They were confusing Bane for Hulk in that instance. But, like, here's my thing. While I do like that Tom Hardy's Bane was smarter, he was a tactical badass, he was a strategist, and that's how Bane really is. Bane is not just some hulking monster. Bane is a mercenary. Like, this dude
Yes,
is
he's a
smart.
mercenary.
Like, he is one bad motherfucker, but when you take that, Tom Hardy's rather short. When you take that, you make that, and then Tom Hardy's a short dude, and then on top of that, you give him the most hilarious voice of all time. You're not Bane.
I'm gonna do the voice. You will watch me destroy an entire city. And when Gotham is into ashes, then you have my permission to die.
I like the whole, when he's talking about,
Hey, look at that.
I was born in the darkness. You are only adopted by it.
Look,
Or some
their
shit
rooms
like
written
Like
along the
you've
side.
already adopted the dark. I was murdered by it.
that.
I didn't see the light until I was
What does it
a
say?
man by then and was
As we are,
looking even
We
blind.
two, we three.
Like, bruh,
I
like,
alone
fucking
can never be.
hate Bane. Like, that
My
shit
cousin went hard on it. He said, I could barely understand what he was saying. I was like,
like, I couldn't deal with it. And as for the Spider-Man
Seems
movies,
like
we can go
maybe
back and
those
talk
wings
about
should be
those.
turning.
Where do you think Tom Holland is Spider-Man's going? Because what do you think of Tom Holland Spider-Man in general? Like, what is your like opinion on him?
okay, I'm gonna say this. Spider-Man Homecoming, I only watched it once, and I was gonna watch it again because I love Spider-Man. I will give him so far as Peter Parker. I'm gonna give him a B plus. But as for his Spider-Man, he gets a C plus to a B minus. Why? Because he hasn't got that smart alecky tone down yet. Because Andrew Garfield nailed it as Spider-Man, but as Peter Parker, it was could have been better. But you know,
Yeah. I think what they should do with his Spider-Man verse, they should just had him in college already because he wasn't believable as a teenager. He's too big.
right.
But
And also the thing about this
Thank you
about
for
the
your
Spider-Man films right now, I loved Homecoming. I thought Homecoming was good, but can it touch the Amazing Spider-Man though?
okay. Here's my opinion.
I think that part's right.
I think The Homecoming was a great movie, but I think that the side characters are just cancer. I hate the side characters.
Oh God, Nick would have got these hands from me.
Dude, I hate that Asian kid. Like, I know he's supposed to be like the Yanni from Miles Morales' story. And I have a theory about that, so I'm going to touch back on that later. But he was so goddamn annoying. Like, I was like, can you please die?
Right, and then and who else? Also, Indian kid played as Flash.
Okay.
P.S. Parker, seriously?
Yeah, I said that in my Spider-Man review. What I don't like about him is how the fuck are you going to bully someone taller than you and you're in the same nerd club as him? Boy.
Right, they really ruined Flash. The first two movies got it right. Why not this one?
I see rooms.
Like, I don't understand how you could do that. And then, you know, Liz Taylor.
Boy.
I like Liz Taylor. Just
What
change
do
her name
those
to Mary
rules
Jane,
say?
goddammit.
Oh, it says.
Because that's who
But
that
no,
is.
it was supposed to be like originally Zendaya was supposed to play Mary Jane Watson, but the
I alone can never
fanboys
be.
got angry because of one
Use your
thing
knife
and one
and
thing
trace the rules
only,
into the sand.
because she was black.
Really?
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Zendaya's like the
Racial
not,
tone?
most not
Just
black
like
chick
they got
ever.
mad at the Star Wars movie because they thought Finn was gonna be the new Jedi. I'm like, dude.
You know what? I want Finn to be
Did
the
you
new
hear
Jedi
anybody
because Rey is
complain
boring.
Samuel Jackson was a Jedi.
Because, okay, first of all, you can't compare the two. That's Samuel L. Jackson. That's like having fucking, like, a non-notable black actor versus, like, Morgan Freeman.
I'm happy we met, bro.
Bruh.
I'm happy.
Like, that's
I
God
mean,
versus
like I
dude.
said, I mean,
behind us
like
now.
Zendaya, like she had her head, I don't know, like there was like a picture of her Instagram. She had her hair colored dyed red. She looked
She looked
freaking
good.
amazing. She
She
looked like a black MJ. She
looked
could do
pretty
it.
good.
They
Yeah,
had to change it back,
Boy.
and then they had to redo that whole
These
character, that whole Michelle thing. Stupid.
Not
Yeah,
shitty,
and I
but I'll
really
fight.
did not like that. And I was like, okay, you already pissed me off with this so-called MJ throughout the whole movie. And then you're just not even gonna go all the way with it, you little bitches. Like, if you're gonna piss me off, at least finish pissing me off.
Like on my old page, like you saw like my live video with Jonah, I said for a long time, I said I would want Zendaya to be either Catwoman or have her be Batgirl. One of the two.
I can't see Zendaya as Catwoman. I can't. Like, I don't even like that other chick as Anne Hathaway as Catwoman.
What? Anne Hathaway was pretty good as Catwoman.
I don't like her as Catwoman.
In my opinion.
The reason why I don't like her as Catwoman is not really her, it's the script they gave her. And the fact that all her shit seemed so forced to me. It wasn't natural. It wasn't something
I liked it. I liked it. But let me say this though, Michelle Pfeiffer, she killed her part. But just like with Halle Berry, and I always defend Holly with this.
Boy.
Halle Berry, it wasn't her fault that Catwoman was bad. She did fine as Catwoman. It was just the horrible writing, like you said with Daredevil. The horrible writing and the visuals was so horrible in that.
Why didn't they just make her Selena Kyle? Like, I don't understand that. Why they have to
Right,
go
you
with the whole
made her do
Catwoman?
some kind of other shit. I'm like, what's wrong? What's wrong with Selena Kyle? We didn't even know if they already got them or not.
Yeah, I didn't like, what the fuck city was that? Like, they should have just made her Selena Kyle because then you could, I don't know, put her in a goddamn Batman movie. Who doesn't want to see Halle Berry in a Batman movie? But
And then there was that rumor that Ben Affleck wanted Holly to give it another go as Catwoman.
And Holly, what was Holly like? Did she say no? I mean,
I like, she was down with it, but hey, she said how the fans react after watching Catwoman. See, like,
as long as your name is not Patience,
because fans won't let it go. Let it go. Just like Ben Affleck, you won't let it go with Daredevil, but when he was Batman, everybody freaked out. I was like, okay, this is your good Batman right here, and he did a good job as Batman.
I think, okay, I'm gonna disagree with you. I think he did a good job as the character of Batman when he wasn't talking, when he was just looking there, and when he was looming there, when he was moving. That was Batman's movements. But then the writers just had to make this jaded Batman, this dark, from like Frank Miller Batman,
What does it
that
say?
kills people. Now here's my thing.
Right.
You don't start the Justice League movie with a comic based off a comic that ended the Justice League, or a comic that ended the Justice League.
Right.
Like, what the fuck? Who thought of that? Who wanted that? That doesn't make any sense. And then you have them make up over your mom's name is Martha too? Oh my god! Like,
right, like it's Martha.
Boy.
How do you know that name? How do you know that name? I'm like, oh
Like,
god.
Like, tell me, like, in all good faith, that when they were writing that, and they were like, all right, so how do we reconcile this? Martha. Nobody was like, the fuck? They're like, no, Martha, man. And Zack Snyder's like, dude, that makes sense. And everybody else was like,
Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Don't do drugs, kids.
like, I remember I was flaming the movie, right? And then everybody started yelling at me because how could you say something about Zack Snyder's movie? His daughter just like killed herself, and I was like, yeah, that's sad. That don't have shit to do with this movie though. Like, come on.
See, like I said, with it though, it just with it. But like, I just get so mad. Like how racism has now, it's never going away. Like I said, fans can't accept the fact that they can't accept something new. There was nothing wrong with a black Mary Jane Watson, and we had the finest girl to do it. But no, we can't ruin it. If it's not based on the comic, screw it.
I mean, now here's my thing. When it comes to black or any other character in the comic book, I don't like when a black character takes a white person's role or a white character's thing. It's not that I hate it, it's that what I want is there to be more black characters and less black characters taking someone else's shit, because that to me is just saying that like you're not able to be your own character. You have to step in the shoes of someone else. Like,
right.
And I think that Miles Morales is a good example of someone taking another role, because Peter had to die. Like, he wasn't just, oh well, now he's Peter Parker's black. He was a character that took over a mantle that was vacant. So that is what Miles Morales was to me. But with Riri Williams, I didn't see that because, oh my god.
Oh.
I do not like Riri Williams. Not because she's black, just because she's overpowered. Like she's like all of a sudden, this college kid can build an Iron Man suit. She's a fucking samurai who can beat Tomoe in a sword fight. A fucking chick raised by ninjas. This college girl builds an Iron Man suit and then can beat goddamn Tomoe. Boy, no. Like,
and you know what else had potential though that I really wish MTV would bring back?
I suck at
the Spider-Man series that they had. I actually liked that.
what, Spectacular? Oh, you talking about the one with Neil Patrick Harris as Spider-Man?
Yeah,
That was actually good.
it was actually good. But then it didn't have enough views. I'm like, well, number one, it's on MTV. That was strike one. Number two, it could have been on. You could put it on. I don't know what you can do with it now.
Yeah, you could totally do that. Like, I mean, I would watch
I like
it.
the stories. I like the characters.
I like
And the
Spectacular
villains, like
Spider-Man better.
it wasn't like our typical villains. Like they added some like Lizard and Electro, but then they had some other Spider-Man villains like look, I can't think of his name right now, but they had the twins who that could know telekinesis and whatnot.
Whose hide is thick.
Yeah, you had that definitely, and you had it was a really good show, and I think it was really deep how they
It was deep. Like I love the story with Peter Parker and MJ. Like the first whole season was like, it was not like, oh, Peter getting used to his powers. No, it was like Peter getting through college and also trying to get the courage enough to say that he loved MJ.
Yeah, that made a lot more sense to me than. Oh my God.
Like even when Mary Jane got saved again by, I watched the other yesterday. He saved her again from another super baddie, and he told Spider-Man that Spidey, we had that one moment. It was that kiss, but there's someone else. Like this, is it somebody I know? I don't even think he doesn't know. And that right there should have been the moment where he should have took off his mask and told MJ the truth. 9 times out of 10, MJ would have fell in love. She got both. She got Spidey and Petey.
Yeah, and you know, I think, and while that was a good cartoon, like I don't think it could have lasted that long because I think it was a good end for. I mean, because the way, I mean, granted, you can say that's because it was going to end. The last episode ended it off so well.
Something else.
Yeah, ended off of him taking off the Spider-Man mantle and throwing the costume in the ocean.
In the ocean, and we all know that some shit's gonna happen. It was gonna happen, and he would take it back because Peter Parker can, when he can act, he will act. And like all it would take is someone about to get killed, and he's not gonna stand there and not go help him. He would have become Spider-Man again. He would have did it. That was one of Stan Lee's original stories with Spider-Man, that he just couldn't take it anymore. He just gave up. So yeah, he would have done it. And
it was a way better story. That should have been in Spider-Man 2. Just like the comparisons of the Spider-Man, the Sam Raimi films and the Amazing Spider-Man films. Here's the thing. Spider-Man quit being Spider-Man in the Sam Raimi films because it was too hard.
Yeah, he was
the Amazing Spider-Man, he quit because Gwen died. That's more relatable.
It's much more. It's just better. And then when the kid needed help, Spider-Man just ran in, and that was a great ending scene. Although I feel a little cocky.
Paul Giamatti as Rhino.
Yeah, that was a little. I mean, okay.
That was way too rushed.
That was dumb, but like, whatever.
And I love Paul Giamatti. Don't get me wrong, but
I like him too. But okay. What did you think about Rhino having a mech suit though?
It was just like the Ultimate Spider-Man. He had a mech suit.
True. And that's where I think the divide here is between fans. Where is, like, what Spider-Man are you adapting? Are you adapting the mech, like Ultimate Spider-Man, or are you adapting 616's Spider-Man? And I'm gonna say that the MCU is definitely adapting Ultimate Spider-Man, and actually the Ultimate Universe as a whole. Like, they are more in line with the Ultimate Universe than they are with the 616. And now here's my theory, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't seen Infinity War, it's been a month, go watch it. When Spider-Man dies, it is very very evident that that Peter Parker or whatever Nick, he is Gon Key, which is Miles Morales' friend, right? And and then Sony is not giving the rights to Spider-Man Peter Parker to Marvel. They're like fucking letting him borrow for like 2 movies. So that movie and the next Avengers movie, and I think he gets 1 or 2 solo films. When that's over, they're going to kill either that Peter Parker or just have Spider-Man just completely out the universe. And then either they're going to buy him back so they don't have to kill him, or what they're going to do is they're going to kill Peter Parker, and then maybe Tom Holland moves on to the Sony Sony universe with their stupid Venom movie, and then they do Miles Morales, and then you can have Gon Key be like, I was Spider-Man's friend.
There is a rumor that Tom Holland will be in Venom.
I mean, that needs to happen. Yeah, I think that's true. Okay, but anyway, what I was saying is,
But he'll make like a little bit of a cameo. He won't be in the movie full, but he'll be like there.
You can't have a Venom movie without Spider-Man. That's like Venom's whole goddamn origin.
And I'm still waiting on Carnage.
I don't think they can adapt Carnage. They can't even really do Venom right. And Carnage, I mean, he's not more complicated than Venom. He's actually simpler, but like, I don't think they should do it. Like, I think Spider-Man 3 is with such a bad taste in my mouth with symbiotes that I don't trust Sony.
And the thing was about Spider-Man 3, out of them all, like, I have to agree with Doug Walker on it. It was not the better film, but it was getting to the point where it was starting to get edgy and a little bit dark.
Like, okay, when I think of, so yeah, but anyway, do you think Miles Morales should be in the MCU over Peter Parker? Like, do you think if they just killed him off in like his final movie, would you be okay?
I'd say if they do Homecoming, if Homecoming 2 makes a lot of money and they do Homecoming 3 and they do it right, then yes.
Then help fix this.
Okay.
Hold here,
so here's my
But it's going to be a lot of things wrong with it because we got Michelle Jane Watson.
Okay, alright. Here's my thing. Here's my 3 things, or a few things that need to happen.
I'm so sorry.
If we're going to kill Peter Parker off, I want a time skip. I want Spider-Man to be older. I want him to... like, Tom Holland's 22, so in about 3 or 4 years, he's going to be almost 30. Like, he's going to be like 27, somewhere around there. I think he might be 23 now, but he's going to be in his late 20s, right? And I want him to play an older Spider-Man, because Andrew Garfield, he played the best older Spider-Man. Like, that's a Spider-Man that I feel...
Grab and hold the left end.
Was,
now the right side. Hold it tight.
Father, please.
Now the right side. Hold it tight.
I'm trying to, like, do this thing and talk.
Now the right side. Hold it tight.
And then,
yeah, I think...
Now pull them together. Line them
up. I get what you're saying with it too. And speaking of back on Spider-Man though, like you said, like I told you earlier, Spider-Man Homecoming 2, the main villain is Mysterio. Even though I'm happy that it is, but at the same time I'm like, okay, where does this leave Scorpion?
I think Scorpion I think he'll still be in the movie, but I think it's gonna be similar. There's gonna be like 2 villains, and I think that like the first half.
Vulture might escape prison and help Spidey.
Good.
I think what's gonna happen. I think Scorpion might get out of prison, and then Vulture might team up with him, which is kind of a cliche thing. And I think that they're gonna take out like fucking Scorpion, right? And or maybe Mysterio like kills like Vulture, and then they end up fighting. Like I think Vulture's gonna die. I think however this is gonna happen, Michael Keaton's gonna die. So what I want like the final Spider-Man movie to be is
that bow's a little bit
either Michael Keaton can die in that movie, but who can kill Peter Parker believably?
I've never seen you.
And should whoever kills Peter Parker in that movie die with him, or should that villain be killed later, or killed or beaten later on by Miles?
It should be either the Green Goblin or Doc Ock that can do it.
I don't want it to be Doc Ock because I desperately want a superior Spider-Man adaptation because that would be fucking cool.
It would be awesome.
So, and if Doc Ock does kill him, they're gonna have to do superior Spider-Man somehow.
Not
because that storyline was too awesome. So and I don't want it to be Green Goblin like it was in Ultimate because that's just like obvious. Like that's like Joker killing Batman.
Or could it be like Venom?
It could be Venom, but I'm thinking either 2 characters, Carnage or Kingpin. Why I want Kingpin is
friendly?
because Kingpin represents a larger organization, which means
I promise
Miles
you,
Morales
he's
can
safe.
like, okay, you know how Miles Morales in the comic books, his dad is a prowler, and he's kind of a criminal. You can say that he kind of works for the Kingpin, and when Miles finds out about that, Miles like, he killed my friend or my mentor Peter Parker, and that now you work for him. That's an emotional connection right there. And then it's a bigger thing when it comes to Kingpin and Miles. So then when that goes down, you could throw in a Daredevil team up. You can definitely throw in Black Cat, and you can either have Black Cat think low of Miles Morales, or you can think
Place him on the
you can have her
stage
think that, good job, kid. Maybe she's sad about it. However you want to write
him still.
a movie universe of Peter Parker and Black Cat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But
Move along?
if they do make a Daredevil movie or a
that-
Daredevil cameo, I want the guy from the
my father
show.
doesn't like people
I don't want them
either.
to pull a DC and make a whole new guy be Flash when they already have a goddamn
Yes,
Flash.
yes. That is so true. Yes. They need to do that.
It's like, okay, if they ever make Green Arrow, you're getting Stephen Amell. Don't give me like
need two more
6-7
things.
seasons of Arrow
Fresh red
and then get a
ribbons
new
just
dude to
behind
play
the
him in the
bullet
movie.
buster.
Right, yeah, get Stephen Amell. I like Stephen Amell. And shoot, another wrestling tidbit, a little bit. He joined the Bullet Club, so I'm kind of happy with that.
I know you're a god.
And that's only one time I don't like Stephen
Not if
Amell.
this
When he
world, there's no
played
mistaking
Casey Jones in that Ninja Turtles movie, I was like, stop,
Oh, God.
stop.
About your true
Stop.
nature.
And yeah, Casey
Or
Jones
his own.
joined the
That is
police
none of
force.
your
You really
concern.
want me to
The
believe
gods of these realms
a
don't take
vigilante
kindly
that
to
dressed like
outsiders,
Jason
trust me.
Voorhees
I know.
played a
When they
cop?
find you,
Like
And they
that
will.
whole, I
They'll
hate
make
the
things
Ninja Turtles.
difficult.
Now, my opinion,
The boy
my
will
favorite
want answers.
interpretation of the
That will be
Turtles
my problem.
in animation is the
Whatever you're hiding,
03
you cannot
movie
protect
or the
him
03
forever.
cartoon.
Yeah,
That was,
03, yes.
It was
03 had
the
the best
best.
interpretation.
and I
Live
love the
action
80s ones.
wise,
doesn't concern me.
I still say the 90s killed it.
I
And,
also need
and here's the
Ram's
problem with
crest,
that. The 80s,
a
or
white
the
pepper
90s
flower in
movie,
my
that
garden.
live action movie,
Just a handful.
that was originally a fan-made project. That wasn't a movie.
Yeah, a fan-made project. It was.
So how the fuck, Michael Bay, are you getting beat by these fans? And granted, fans are amazing, but their budget was like minimal to your multi-million-dollar movie. Boy,
Yes. That's good. Let down.
that burned for him. Like, I know that must hurt his feelings. And then not to mention,
And then also, like, the first movie was good, then of course the parents of America had to ruin it because, oh, they're swearing, oh, they're using weapons, oh, the humanity! Freaking
like,
morons.
I like the first one. I don't think that
her.
the second one was
She was under
terrible.
a turtle.
Only because
I like the second one, but we don't talk about
We
the
do
third
not
one.
know.
we
if
don't
she
talk
can be
about that one.
trusted.
But like,
She hasn't tried to
I
kill
love
us.
Vanilla Ice in
Yet.
that bitch.
Right, go ninja, go ninja, go! Go
Like,
ninja, go
come
ninja,
on.
go!
Like, that is like, bruh. Like, you can say what you want about Vanilla Ice's actual music career, but like, that's like.
But he
that's,
was hilarious, and he just came up with a song out of his head.
yeah, like that's freestyle right there. That's Eminem level. He's just like, oh, is that turtles fighting there? Are they ninjas? They look like ninjas.
And
Fuck
then
it.
also what gets me too. Oh yeah, when Shredder drunk the last vial of ooze, and a lot of people, well, some people know this. If you're a wrestling fan, then you should know this. Kevin Nash played Super Shredder.
Yeah. Okay, one thing. If we're gonna have Mysterio in the Homecoming movie, the wrestling fan in me wants Rey Mysterio to be Mysterio.
Stop.
That
Rey
would be
Mysterio
terrible.
is like what, like 5 foot something. Mysterio has to be like.
I dropped it.
Hey, don't
If you
discriminate
want
against short
wrestling to do
people.
it, let The Rock do it.
No. Okay, first of all, The Rock is awesome. He is God, but like,
You did.
let's be real. The Rock has done too damn much.
Yeah, and then plus he's supposed to be playing Black Lightning next.
Or
Or
Black
Shazam.
Adam. Black Adam.
Black Adam, thank you. Sorry.
You know, okay, if I had to pick one wrestler to be in that movie, to play anybody, I want Stone Cold Steve Austin, and that's the bottom line.
Stone Cold Steve Austin could play at least. Actually, to be honest, Stone Cold Steve Austin could play as Punisher.
Nah, I don't see that. I mean, I can see it, but I don't want that. Like, I want him to be like I don't see him as an X-Men, except maybe Strong Guy.
Juggernaut.
But like, nah. I can see it, but I don't want it. Like, Like,
Exactly what I
I could see him playing like, well, one, he could, I think he could play like, someone in the Thunderbolts,
So he's gonna
definitely,
win?
or the Howling Commandos. He could definitely, he could play a guy in there.
Also, as a wrestling fan,
Wait.
as myself, I would love to
Not
see
without
either
thanks.
Triple H play. Oh my God! At first, I thought Triple H was gonna play Thor.
Oh, no.
You want
I
some?
can't, no.
This mark will
No.
hide you from
No. That's terrible.
those who might make your journey
No.
difficult.
Like, that's almost as bad as The Miz playing Peter Parker. Get out.
Oh God! Okay, no, ooh, dude, we don't speak the Miz's name.
Alright, I don't like The Miz, like his character, but like I love that goddamn theme song, and Randy Orton would play a great Scorpion. What?
Yes, Randy would play a great Scorpion.
I will pay $100 to see Spider-Man on a web and then fucking him come out of nowhere, RKO out of nowhere.
There's a shortcut below the house. that
You're like,
leads
hi, it's your
safely
friendly neighborhood.
out
Oh,
of
can you go out of nowhere?
Follow this path down.
Here's
Then head towards
here's one
daylight.
that I would love to. No, I was at work and people talked about this. I don't know if you remember her, but if she is watching this,
As
Anija.
much or as little as
Yeah,
you want.
Nigel.
She
I
said, should they remake? And I think they should with all the technologies and all the actors. Could Mortal Kombat be remade and be done right?
This underground
If they do it
should
like
put you back
like
on your
how
path
you would
to
do a kung fu movie,
Just
like
use
a
the
typical martial arts movie,
Wait.
yes.
and take
Like,
the
And I want them to follow
it to
the
orient
Mortal
yourself
Kombat
and
tournament.
navigate the world.
Yeah, oh yeah. Having
will
Liu
always steer
Kang
you towards
beat
your
Sub-Zero ticked me off, but no, it was. They made Johnny Cage the real chosen one. He
see a
beat
vote.
Goro and Scorpion.
I mean,
Who did Liu Kang kill? Oh, Sub-Zero and Reptile.
I mean, to be fair, Johnny Cage is like the American dude in there, so of course. Also,
But wasn't it supposed to be Liu Kang in the tournament? He was supposed to be the one beating Goro.
I mean, now I don't think. Now here's my thing about a Mortal Kombat
Mom used
movie.
to tell
Mortal
me about
Kombat's story
Didn't think they were actually real.
is literally just a fight. Like
Yeah.
their story
The,
is.
the remake or like okay, hold on. Like when you say the story, because there's two
I
stories.
don't remember which.
The very first
I wish I could ask.
story
Okay.
all the way to Mortal Kombat 9, where Raiden just basically rewrote history.
Like, what I think, okay, the story of Mortal Kombat, when you get to its most base, it's really just a bunch of dudes fighting, and then everything else is just adding on to make themselves feel important. Like it's just like, well, we can't really have a compelling story when people just punch each other in the face, so we gotta add time travel and like death squads in Mortal Kombat 10, and I'm just sitting there like, it's a fighting game,
Now we'll
and I'm
get to
not
the
saying
mountain.
fighting games could not
Just
have a
like the
story.
90s movie that they made.
Hold
Like
on here.
Liu Kang, like he wanted revenge on Shang Tsung because Shang Tsung killed his brother. No, that's not how it works.
Blessedness.
Oh, I know.
And honestly, I think if we do a Mortal Kombat
This
movie,
is great.
unfortunately, we're gonna have to cut the roster down. Like, here's my thing.
Yeah.
If we're gonna do this
Like the
movie,
following people that will be in it in Mortal Kombat
There's
1. If it
no-
was me, you directed it, this is who I would want.
How do you
Kung
know?
Lao,
Do you not smell it?
That smells the
Sonya, Johnny Cage.
sea.
There's your Earthrealm Warriors right there. The bad guys, Kano, Reptile. Well, you can bring Katana into it, but
Okay.
also Shang Tsung,
Store.
and that's it. You don't have to bring in Shao Kahn
That's
until
right.
like the second or
I
third
never thought you
movie.
listened when
here's my take on it. So
Did
I'm
you speak
thinking
of
more
Liu Kang?
martial arts
Oh.
movie vibe. So I'm thinking
That
that
sounds
guy who
about
played
it.
Bruce Lee in the new Bruce Lee movie
An Acer guy.
as Liu Kang.
Son of Odin.
And I'm
Yeah,
thinking
that'd be Liu Kang.
Odin is king.
You
Johnny
have-
Yu
That's
would
right.
play Kung
Why you
Lao.
ask?
Okay, but here's my thing though. I want it to be. I'm not gonna give like story bits, but I want Liu Kang
I see
and
you.
some of his, his schoolmates to be in the first movie. And I think I want the first movie to be a little bit more self-contained, and then have the possibility of events. Like you can have like Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade in there. It's like like a little bit of cameos like that. I don't want a giant, huge battle in the first movie, and I want Shao Kahn to be hinted at, and I want the villains to be like the ones you said. I want there to end in a giant fight, and I want someone needs to die. And I think Kitana, I think she's the daughter of Shao Kahn, correct? It's been a minute.
No, she's not. She's not the daughter of Shao Kahn. She's like
Throw all our hands into the water?
no, she's not the daughter. She's just
This may be a problem for you.
Okay, Shao Kahn killed
Are you
Sindel's husband, and that's how that happened.
Right.
But like Kitana, like she has a crush on Liu Kang. Like in Mortal Kombat 4, where he defeated Shinnok, I think it was Liu Kang that defeated Shinnok.
The axe did not return.
And I really wish he took it. And Deadly Alliance probably would have never happened. It was Kitana told Liu Kang to be the new king of Edenia, but he said no. My home is here at Earthrealm. Dude, this girl loved you since Mortal Kombat 1, and you decided to stay in Earthrealm, and then you died in Deadly Alliance.
Okay, so if I'm gonna have Kitana play a similar role to a character kind of like Cat with the Black Cat, like not like she's helping him, but like there's like a flirtatious nature, and she like kind of like a gray character, mainly because that's what she kind of is. And I would have more conflict between them. Like I just want more of a smaller, like grounded thing in the first movie, like Kung Fu movie vibe, like typical like Enter the Dragon type movie, like something like
Right,
that.
like make it like I would make it like a 2-hour movie, and like you can have like some side characters like Jade, you can have side villains like Melina in there.
I would treat Jade, Kitana, and Melina kind of like those chicks from Black Panther, like an elite group of like assassins that someone, Shao Kahn, would send after Liu Kang, and then they would like get beat up, or maybe you don't send me.
And then like you can have Jade and Kitana turn their backs on Shao Kahn, joining Earthrealm's warriors.
Wait.
Or matter of fact, you know what they could do
What?
to start it off with
And there's
though?
a
You can
statue of
bring
Thor.
like
Except
the story
I
of
can
Mortal
see all the
Kombat.
love
You
in
can
them.
just start it off with like you said, having Liu Kang and Kung Lao being the chosen
that must be by the
ambassadors
beach
for
over
the
there
Mortal
before,
Kombat
see?
tournament.
Right.
And there's the mountain.
Like
Well,
you can
that
have
building
Johnny
used to be
Cage
the foot of
and
the
Sonya on
mountain
there.
to that
Like I
golden
said, your typical Earthrealm warriors.
Just under the
But then you
surface.
can also bring Scorpion
Except for
and
the statue.
Sub-Zero in
Good
there.
thing, huh? There's
What
even
would
a
you
dock.
think of a
There,
Mortal
next to the
Kombat
flag.
movie where the premise is like the starting point is Shao Kahn already
We're
won
going to
and
the dock
the
first,
worlds
right?
are all post-apocalyptic,
We'll be the first people
and
to
then the
walk
whole
on it.
goal is
Who knows
to
how long?
change it.
You know that serpent.
That would be interesting. That would be interesting. It'd be something new, and it'd be very something new and fresh.
An exaggeration.
Because like you could do the Kung Fu movie, you could do that, and then have him try to stop it. But like, what if Liu Kang and the characters are already people who grew up under the rule of Shao Kahn, and they want to change it, kind of like a revolution? Because to me, that more personalizes it. Other than like it's not your typical hero's journey, but it kind of is. Like they're not trying
Right,
to
just
invent.
like this with Mortal Kombat X, now in Mortal Kombat 4, Liu Kang defeated Shinnok, but here in Mortal Kombat X or XL, whatever you prefer, Johnny Cage beat Shinnok, and then his daughter beat Shinnok.
When word gets out about my new shop, folks
Like they're
will find
making
they
like
come
it
out
seems,
alright.
it may have
They'll
been,
be
it
going
seems
all
the new
over
Mortal
each other just
Kombat
to catch a
11,
whiff of my
they're gonna
new
make Cassie
You
Cage
watch.
the real chosen one of Mortal Kombat.
You
And-
rush around like that everywhere? Yeesh.
Again,
And I don't have a problem with that.
I kind of just want them to just reboot Mortal Kombat, because like we got like 11 games or 10 games now, and it's just like, yeah, okay, this this story is not going anywhere, right?
Catch!
Right.
It's just like it's a story that's okay, and I'm just sitting there like,
You
all
can
right.
open a magic door to the branches of the world tree.
Or do you want them to, oh well, I can't wait for this one, Tekken versus Street Fighter.
That game's not coming out. I want Tekken versus DOA.
Even though how the way
Straight
how
back here
it
and
ended,
nowhere
Tekken
else.
7
And
ended.
whatever you do,
Can't think of his name, from Street Fighter on there. I'm like, oh really? They're really gonna do Street Fighter versus
over
Tekken?
the edge of the path.
I mean, they have fucking
Death.
dude from
Yeah,
Final
I don't
Fantasy
see us wanting
15
that.
in it too.
True.
Noctis.
My favorite character from Tekken will always be Eddie Gordo.
Really?
After your winning smiles,
I also love
Arbor,
Law, and I also love not Renegade. I can't think of his name. The kickboxing one.
Shit. You know what I kind of want? If I can make one video game, or two video games a movie, because I couldn't decide on one. I want either a Ninja Gaiden movie or a Devil May Cry movie.
Devil May Cry would work. Ninja Gaiden would work.
Right.
If they would have gave me the option of doing a video game, like make a movie based off a video game, oh man, I'm looking at like, you know which movie that I would redo though? I would do a Crash Bandicoot movie. Now hear me out. I'm gonna make it like the premise of the first game. Then only the first game. And Crash would not talk at all.
Okay.
Like we would have like it's just like the first game. Like it's the first movie. Like Crash has to save his girlfriend from Cortex. But it's not gonna start the movie like that. It'll like start it off like Crash is living his life peacefully with his girlfriend. What's her name? I don't know. Like her name is what, Tanya or something like that.
Yeah, I don't even remember. Okay, but
I'll actually show how they got kidnapped.
All right. We've got to talk about this. Have you seen the new Spider-Man game at all?
I have, and I am going to pre-order that, and it looks promising.
Dude, I have. Okay, I got some dirt on that game. I love it. I've been doing way too much research. So, I know you get. Did you know you get to play as Mary Jane?
That I didn't know.
And like at first I was like, all right, Mary Jane. But then I was like, okay. I really I was getting into the lore. And we don't know too much about the lore, but what I'm finding is that I think she's a reporter, and that I think she's gonna do some stuff. And I know that this is a 23-year-old Peter Parker, so he's been Spider-Man for about 8 years.
Yeah, they said like the storyline is like it's not gonna be an origin. It's basically gonna be like how it's not even like a how. It's just like him just being Spider-Man.
And can we really just say
thank him like the MTV show?
And we need to really thank him, though. We need to thank him and all of those people for not giving us an origin. Because how many times have we seen Uncle Ben die?
I mean, well, not in the old PlayStation games. We didn't see Uncle Ben die.
We didn't see Uncle Ben die a lot.
Like in the old PlayStation 1 games, which I still have.
Disney's making another Avengers game. They're making an Avengers game.
Like Spider-Man's like a full-grown adult. Like he's like what, at least about like 28, about to go on like his late 20s, about to in his early 30s.
Yeah, and dude, Disney is making a new Avengers game, and I hear this is speculation that what they're trying to do in the video game world is they're trying to make a MCU for the video games. And if you look into Spider-Man and you look at the trailer, you can find Avengers Tower, the Wakanda Embassy, and the Sanctorum thingy. Like
I'm all for it. And also with Insomniac, I'm gonna say this about them. The villains are what, Kingpin and Mr. Negative, but some people are saying that they want to see some old school villains like Shocker.
No. Shocker's in there. Shocker's in there.
Shocker's in it.
Yeah, Shocker's in there. Now we literally know like three whole minutes of the game, so. I
would love to see Venom in there. I would love to see Carnage in there.
I don't think they're going to be in there because you got to save something for sequels, and I think Venom and Carnage are two big characters that you're just not going to throw in there as just like, oh, look here, guys, they're also in here. You're not going to just throw them in there. Like,
well, what about like Electro?
Electro, I think he could be. I think Electro's small enough and insignificant enough to where he is one of his classic villains, but like. Max Dillon was never really like that guy. So I think you could throw him in a game, kind of like Amazing Spider-Man 2, where you can just take him out. And I know there's over 24 suits in the Spider-Man game, and then they said there's more. And there's one suit I really want in there. It's the new 2099 suit, the new white Spider-Man 2099 suit. Have you seen that shit?
I know.
Have you seen the new Spider-Man 2099 suit?
I don't know these.
I will send it to
I've seen it.
If we find a cipher,
it's glorious.
I bet I could figure it out.
No, what was another one that I would love to see that everybody also that will get things into it. Another Spider-Man villain I would love to see. Hammerhead.
When the water
I can
drops,
see that. He's been doing. He's kind of an
search
interesting
for resources.
henchman to Black Cat in the comic books right now. You know, because Black Cat.
Like Hammerhead, like he rules the mafia with an iron fist.
Iron Head.
Iron Head.
But then, like, I guess you could say
wish
that
we
because
could've
with
gone on a
Kingpin
trip
out
like
the
this with
window
Mother.
as of right now,
She
he
could
could
fight,
literally take
Didn't
over.
she?
Yes.
Right.
She fought
I want to see Tombstone.
beautifully.
Look, Tombstone. I would like to see Hydro Man or Sandman in there.
What about the Spider Slayer?
Spider Slayer.
Maybe it looks like a water
eh.
wheel. Or I guess.
What
An
about?
Did you just?
I don't think we're going to
laugh
get to Sinister
No.
Six, and
You
I
sure?
really doubt we're getting Green
Yes.
Goblin because
I do
no,
not
no, we
laugh.
are. I think we are. 'cause
No, I'm at to the point where I'm tired of Green Goblin. Hobgoblin, maybe.
I think we. You know what character I really want to see? I want to see a Silk. I want to see Silk Spider.
Silk Spider, yes. Or are we gonna see Madam Web?
Bodies lying over here.
I don't know. Is it me? Okay. Am I the only one that says Silk Spider over Spider Woman any day? Spider Woman's kind of lame. like, she's kind of lame.
So, know any good stories to pass the time?
Like she has
I don't know.
like she has like what this pheromone where like men can't resist
There
her
was
or
a
whatever.
man I knew
What's
long
up?
ago.
What's up?
His stories were brief and purposeful.
Not Silk, but
Jessica Drew.
what's her name?
Do
Yeah.
you remember any?
I don't.
Who else?
Otherwise, we
Another
are not concerned the hair and the tortoise.
another Spider-Man villain I would love to see in the new one. And I know some fans won't remember it. The
The
Beetle.
hair is too confident of victory.
I
and foolish.
think I want the
While the tortoise
Zodiac
is
in there.
steady
I think
and
the Zodiac will make a good,
Enough.
like a good
Stories
group
are
of
for
people to take down.
We
Not
must
just one
focus.
boss, but like.
Yes, sir.
'Cause I don't care for Hydra, but like a good group of people to take down. You gotta take down everyone. Zodiac.
Like Rhino, I have a feeling Rhino might be in it.
Yeah, like as a gamer, you got to really think about who are villains that like they could
Hey, look.
create a giant great story,
torch
and
is
who are
built
villains
with
that are
wood.
just like
That
beat
is a
up
brazier.
fodder, like shit to beat down. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Looks like there's
And-
something written on it.
And
Want
I
me to read
think that the Zodiac is perfect for that. I think that you could. I think Rhino, because he's no big brainy dude. I think you can throw in Electro as that. Definitely Scorpion, because again, these are villains that are, while dangerous, they're not like look at my grandiose plan dangerous. Know what I mean?
Just like if that be the case, then have Craven in there too.
Yeah, dude. I love Ultimate Craven. Remember, he's like, I'm attacking Spider-Man. He's like, I'm so awesome, and Spider-Man like one punches him. He's like, oh, dude, I thought you'd be
It's a fragment of
stronger.
a language section. You
Right.
should look for more like this.
That I love Ultimate
There's
Spider-Man.
another also since that is being made, Mortal Kombat 11 I've heard is being made. Then there's supposed to be a new Arkham Batman game coming out too.
Okay, no. There's a new Superman game coming out from Rocksteady.
Oh God. Oh.
I know what you're
God.
thinking. But okay, but you know, I've been talking about this for a while on my channel. But if they were gonna make another Arkham game, there is no excuse for them not to do Heir to the Cow because Arkham Knight set that whole shit up.
That's what it was gonna be. Heir to the Cow.
There's like I've been saying that as soon as I beat that game, which is Dania when it first came out, because that's when I got it. I was like, okay, Heir to the Cow. And then people thought I was crazy, and I was like, yeah, I'm not crazy. It has to be Heir to the Cow, or it doesn't make sense. You know what I
The
mean?
thing about this one is they said it's gonna be just like how Batman Origins was, and it's supposed to be a sequel to Batman Origins on how Bruce met Robin.
I mean, yeah, that's all well and good, but like, I mean, I'm not like, oh man, I really want to see that. I don't. Like, and here's the thing: Arkham Origins is 10 years before Arkham City, and you can make a lot of games to fill in that time. You can even make a goddamn Justice League game. But
There's been rumors of that in there. There's been rumors that how Harley transformed herself how Joker and Harley, you're gonna see them. Like Joker's supposed to be the main villain, but here's the thing: am I the only one tired of the Joker being the main villain of a Batman game?
I mean, what I want are like I want Bane to be a main villain or something like that. I want maybe Lady
Like it's
Shiva.
supposed to be like the heir of I can't think of it.
I want Damian Wayne. I can see Damian Wayne.
Now Damian Wayne, I can see him putting him in Arkham in that.
You know what I want? I'm about to be a little dangerous here. I want a Batman Beyond game. Like, I'm thinking, screw
I can
Bruce.
see that happening.
Like, you know, just go into the future. At the end of Arkham Knight, Batman is quote-unquote dead. But you can say he went into this, he went into the retirement. He decided not to be Batman anymore. He's older, and he finds Terry McGinnis. And that happened. Or you could just have Nightwing train him instead. I mean, I could see that.
I can see that. I can see them doing that.
So I just want, I mean, in every Arkham game since they started adding DLC suits, Batman Beyond suit has been in them. So I mean, you can call that an Easter. Oh my God,
I can definitely see that, and I would want to see that now.
like I think Terry McGinnis is a great character, and I don't think he gets enough popularity for what he is.
Right. But you know what I would love to see though, and this is gonna be a long shot. I would love to see a Static Shock movie or a Static Shock video game.
I would like to see that too, but the thing is, DC does not own Static Shock, so they're gonna have to license that, and I don't really think
they're gonna have to do something.
I don't think
also, I can see this happening down the line because I just finished reading it after Comic-Con was over. Batman and the Ninja Turtles. They're gonna make an animated version of it.
They better make one, like, boy.
Because my God, I was so happy with the villains that they used. Mostly all of Batman's Rogue Gallery, but the main villains, Ra's al Ghul and the League of Assassins and the Foot Clan. And the writing was good.
Oh my God, I suck at hitting things with this axe in this game. Like, I am terrible at this game right now. But like I suck at aiming this axe. But like, what I want
Yes, sir.
is, because you know there was Justice League and the Power Rangers, but if I were to do a, you know what, I want a game. I could see a game where it was just Nightwing. Like you could branch off from just Batman. Like Nightwing's a good enough character where you can just be himself. I would love to see a Red Hood game where you're like, because Red Hood goes out of country, Red Hood in Shanghai, fight the Chinese triad. Like, you could
I would love to see that.
Use the Bat family.
What's another superhero movie that I would love to see them make a video game out of? There's so many. I mean, are we ready for another Hulk game?
Dude, Disney is like really keeping their distance from the Hulk movie. Like they barely reference it. Like Betty Ross hasn't done shit. They have her father, but like, okay.
Right.
And like, okay, and they haven't made no mention of Abomination. Like, you can imagine, like they even make any references to the plans, how he became Abomination. You know how dangerous Avengers would have been if like there's a bunch of Abominations running around.
When lighting these braziers. Sailor and Hellwalkers will swarm to the flames like.
And also, I thought they were gonna make a sequel to the Incredible Hulk because it looked like they were. Like the villain that they were gonna use was gonna be the leader.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say this though. Does anybody remember?
He disappeared.
Like anybody remembers?
Let's not be distracted.
Oh God. Hulk 2003 for the PlayStation 2.
Yo, yeah. I mean, some of the Hulk games are pretty good because like the destruction, but like they haven't been another Hulk video game since 2008, right?
Yes. The best Hulk game that we ever got will always be Ultimate Destruction.
Is that the one where you run around and you just start throwing rockets at people?
Like you throw rockets at people, you throw cows at people, you just throw everything in your path.
I don't know. The 2008 Hulk game was pretty damn good for a Hulk game. I don't know, man.
2008 game, it was just bad camera work with me. But the 2003, my God, it's not bad game, but I'm gonna say this: it takes place after the 2003 movie, and like the villains that they use Madman, Half-Life, Ravage, and the leader.
I guess we should keep an eye out for other
Did you
spirits.
like?
What did I say about distractions?
But it
How do
sounds
you
like
feel
they need
about
help.
that whole
They are
Channel Awesome
spirits,
controversy
boy.
that went on?
Dead things. They have
I'm gonna
no
say
names.
this about I haven't really been paying attention to it. I heard they've been losing a lot of
You will get
subscribers and
these
whatnot.
Mom would have
I still love the nostalgia critic.
nothing.
Here's
They
my
thought
thing:
as much.
keep on bringing the videos, keep bringing more nostalgia critic. I don't care. Just like with Doug Walker and his not Doug Walker, but just like with James and the
What happened with the hair and the
AVGN nerd, he had a controversy on his
The
channel
choice wins.
about him being sexist on the new
haven't told a lot of
Ghostbusters
stories,
movie. I'm like, he has an opinion.
Yeah, but like,
He's not gonna watch the freaking movie.
yeah, but that's not like a controversy where people are losing their jobs or quitting their jobs or having all these actors complain about being mistreated. Like, that's a controversy. His controversy was like my opinion, though.
So just fill me in on it on the Channel Awesome. Fill me into it. On
It's
what
like
was
not a
going on.
lot that I know too much about, but really what happened was a lot of the actors that appeared on it had a lot of grievances, not really against Doug, but against like the head of the company, about they felt they were being mistreated or underrepresented, and then
Like Malcolm and Tamara.
no, not them, but like people like that you have seen but you haven't seen in a while. Like it wasn't Malcolm and Tamara.
Like the nostalgic, like I'm trying to think of their names. Like there's Phaelus.
Yeah, even I don't remember them. And there's
I'm
others.
trying to remember Phaelus, the cinema snob, the nostalgia chick who's hardly on there.
I don't think the cinema style was enough. Like they were upset because they were being mistreated and allegedly Doug's ego was really out of control. And then there was other reasons behind it. Like it was, and then when all they really wanted was an apology, the official Channel Awesome Twitter just brushed it off like, oh, we're sorry you feel that way. Like it wasn't like, oh, we're sorry that you, like it was like a little like the most sarcastic apology ever, and everyone was super mad. People who worked for the company just started leaving, like I don't know, like, and they just started losing subscribers. And I was just thinking that I'll still watch for Doug
Good fun.
and stuff, but like they've got to change whoever leads that company because
They have to.
just he's fucking them up. Like he's terrible for PR right now.
Like, cause all I remember back in the old day before Channel Awesome became a thing, I remember it was Doug, what's the other, like the two other dudes, Spoonie, and the other,
I never liked
and the other, dude that did the
Lynn Cara.
the Blood Rain review.
Isn't that Lynn Cara?
Yeah, Linkara, and then the nostalgia chick.
Face me!
Your challenges mean nothing to the gods, Spirit. They do not
Like
listen.
like back then, like nostalgia chick videos would come on Monday, and then she stopped.
Is there something
like,
we can do?
For a reward, of course.
If you bring down the statue,
Yeah, but like, I mean, does nostalgia chick even
Why do you
exist?
So like, who are the people that said the grievances? Are like some of the names that I just said?
I don't know. I haven't been a man because I haven't checking the Twitter, but I think it's a lot of people who work on the editing. I'm not sure if it's a lot of the actors. I know there were some of the actors who did. That's why you don't see them anymore.
I mean, like with Doug, I mean, like Doug, he's seen. I'm not gonna say Doug is arrogant because I'm gonna say this about the man. Every time when he's doing Christmas specials, he has a deep meaning, and I love his Christmas specials because he always has a powerful message at the end.
I love his I like his tribute to those other critics. I forgot their names again. Damn it. I know.
Yeah, tribute to other critics, and also I love his charity work too. I don't know, like when people say ego, I'm like, well, I don't see no ego.
I mean, but we're looking at his persona that he gives off on the channel. We don't know him personally. Like he could
true.
He could be a dick. But again, we don't
Like he
know
could
that.
be.
So I mean, that's why I hesitate to jump on the like Doug's a dick bandwagon, but I also hesitate to completely deny it because I don't know the man. Like he could genuinely be a douchebag.
Like he could be a douchebag or whatever. His brother could be a douchebag, but here's. And plus the main, well, they both lost their mother this year.
Oh no, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Doug lost his mom, so I think it was what? It wasn't cancer. I don't want to say it was cancer. So all they have now is their dad, and shoot, like they did an episode tribute to her mother, to their mother.
Oh, I must have missed that.
Yeah, like on their Twitter channel, like Doug would, like you can tell, like it doesn't affect him, but and then there's sometimes in some videos like you can see it a little bit, but like maybe 20%. You just have to pay real attention to Doug.
Why am I doing stuff in God of War that you do at like the end of the game?
Bad idea!
Like what the fuck? I'm confused.
But just like with James, like people get on him because like Cinemassacre, they get on them like with the angry video game nerds like this. I didn't know James was married. I didn't know he had a kid, and you can tell when he does reviews now, like he eased off a little bit with the swearing and whatnot.
Still makes those really unfunny shit jokes though.
I mean, he still like the jokes are funny. I mean, like he toned down a little bit. Like look at his Earthbound review. Like he literally toned it down a little bit.
Yeah, and I think my favorite reviewer that doesn't do a lot of jokes. I mean, he does do jokes, angry jokes. I think he's the most fair when it comes to video games.
Angry Joe.
Yeah, I love Angry Joe. Like, come on.
Angry Joe is hilarious.
Love him. I love Other Joe. Other Joe's the best.
I love Angry Joe. I love Cadicarus. Oh God! And if anybody that loves sports or whatever, like baseball, hockey, or basketball, subscribe to Urinating Tree. That dude is freaking hilarious.
How do I get out of this realm? I'm so bored. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. But like, back on the comic book thing. How would you start off a DC like universe? Who's the first hero you're throwing out there?
In superhero wise movies, you have to throw this one here to Superman.
Okay.
I would start off with a Superman movie, a good one at that. And the villain, like Lex Luthor will be in it, but he won't be the main villain. It would be Brainiac that would be the first villain.
I don't know. Like Brainiac's kind of a big deal.
Like that guy's kind of a big deal, but you can have him be the main villain of Justice League, but you can have like him bringing down like a swarm of like a henchman basically.
You want a hug?
I guess, but like that's a. I mean, you could like bring out a Brainiac and have that not be the real Brainiac, but like.
Or a Brainiac basically. Or you could do this with Superman. This one will also kind of it won't like somebody that you least suspected, like a minor villain.
Quality material.
Parasite. I think Parasite.
Yeah, somebody like that.
So.
And also with Superman 2, I will only give Superman at least like 2 or 3 movies. And then the second person I would start off with it would be Wonder Woman. I wouldn't change anything because I like having Ares as the bad guy. I like that. But
you know what? I'm gonna disagree with you.
Switch it around and have Cheetah be the villain.
I'm gonna disagree with you slightly. I'm gonna change stuff about the Wonder Woman movie because here's the thing. The beginning of the movie pissed me off, and I still gave it like a good 8 out of 10 because that was a decent movie. If you take in the context it's a DC movie, and being the best movie out of a bunch of retards, it's not the best look. But the beginning of the movie pissed me off because you had Ares, right? And you expect me to believe that Ares soloed all of Olympus. Like, Ares killed all the gods. And I'm just like, bitch! All of them by himself.
But like I said, I wouldn't have Ares as like the bad guy in it. I would have like Cheetah or somebody like that.
And I get that, but here's another thing that I can't tolerate is that when it came to Ares, that fight with Ares was pathetic. What the fuck was that? Like, she literally beat down a god without getting scratched, and she didn't even really fly until like the end of the movie. So I'm just sitting there like, so all the time you're just blocking bullets with your little shield or your arm, you just flew behind enemy line and just trucked them, or just flew into them, boom. Like, you could have done everything else. So
Also, there's another, but with Wonder Woman, I would make, just like Superman, 2 to 3 sequels. The third person that would get theirs, it won't be Batman. Shockingly, it won't be Batman.
Green Lantern.
It would be the Green Arrow. And yes, Stephen Amell will be in it.
No. I will stop that. No, because he is not a member of the Justice League. We're building up the Justice League. We can't bring in like other niggas. We gotta bring in the Justice League.
Okay, if you don't want that, then maybe the Flash.
Okay, all right, we can do the Flash because yeah, we can do the Flash.
And then the fourth member will be Aquaman. And then Batman will be the final piece de resistance.
No,
yes,
no.
Batman will have his.
Remember, there's 7
one.
members of the Justice League. There's 7.
And for Batman, here's the thing with Batman. Everybody will be thinking, oh, it will be the Joker. Joker will be in it, but he won't be the main villain.
Alright, who?
Like, the main villain I would have for Batman. But here's the thing. Like, we can see Joker, but, like, we'll see, like Batman. I would give Batman, like, 3 to 4 movies to explain it. Joker would probably be the main villain in the sequel. Batman's first encounter, I would do for Batman, his first encounter would be, and this one you might say is a questionable choice, but Batman's first villain that he would counter will be, drum roll, dramatic silence, Riddler.
I guess if you were going for like a Saw type Batman movie.
Smells awful.
Or not a Saw type Batman movie. It's just that,
I still can't
like
read
with Riddler, or I had another person, but it was supposed to. I was going to do was Deathstroke.
I told you.
Not for
You
a
should
first
come back
movie.
with a cipher.
But never first. It was either gonna be Riddler or the Penguin.
Alright, this is what I need you to do. You can have a Riddler movie, but you gotta throw in Mad Hatter as like a sidekick to Riddler. Like,
Yeah, like side character would be like Mad Hatter or Pig. Mad Hatter and Pig would be side characters. Main villain would probably be like the Penguin.
Yeah.
Why Penguin? Because I'm gonna start off with this, and not a lot of people do this. Get this with Batman. Like, you can start off with Bruce as a child, well, but way before after his parents died, but also, like, him and Cobblepot used to be best friends. Some of them don't do it like that. Only the Arkham series and the Telltale series did it.
Okay. So I'm gonna disagree with you here is because in my mind, when I want to start a Batman movie, what my assumption is gonna be is you already know you're not stupid. You know.
I'm not gonna do the origin story. This story is basically how Bruce and Penguin became friends and how their friendship turned turmoil, and then Bruce been Batman for
Would
about
you
at least
do the Batman
I would say like a year or two.
Another
Okay,
cipher piece.
so here's my thing.
I'll see what I can fit together.
When I do a Batman, if I ever did a Batman movie, the first, I might do the plot of I'm gonna have Batman have already been Batman for 2 or 3 years,
What were those things?
and then I'm gonna have him be like, I know Gotham
Your mother
City, and
called
what I'm
me
gonna have
Poison.
is I think the first
Poison
major
magic.
villains
She was the
should
one who
be
showed me how
if
to
I wanted like a
save them.
big epic start out, because you know this Batman has
It's
been in the
funny to
DC
think
like
of her teaching
and
me
every like
something.
he's been in other
Yeah.
sequels to like the other characters in my mind. Like he's not just not your first time seeing Batman. And I think the Court of Owls would be a nice change because they're not
Yeah, that would be a
really
nice
that hard.
change.
And the Court of Owls, they're a big group, but they're also a bunch of small fish acting big. And what you could do is you could have Batman's quote unquote brother who became that Talon. You could have that, and then you could even have a Green Arrow cameo. Maybe Batman can't take it by himself. Throwing stuff in a meal.
Right.
Batman and Green Arrow team up in like the first movie, and then later on you can find out that the leader of the Court of Owls wasn't really the leader, and then you could find out that it was like secretly the League of Shadows, and then you could see Deathstroke as a ninja at the League of Shadows, because remember, in some iterations, Deathstroke was originally Ra's al Ghul's student. And then you could have, while Batman, he wants Batman to be a student, and you can find Deathstroke growing more and more jealous over that, and have a giant conflict between Deathstroke and Batman at that point. You know what I mean?
I can see that. That would be epic.
And then if you, whatever you did with the third movie, you can introduce like Lady Shiva. Maybe you can introduce a Robin, or maybe you can say Robin was already existed and Nightwing comes out. Because you can, I mean, I'm not saying skip Robin.
Since we're on that with your Batman story, let's add in for the sequel.
Where am I going?
Like Lady Shiva for the third movie wouldn't be a bad idea.
Yeah.
But the second villain that I would use, actually, to be honest, I would introduce Catwoman in the second movie.
Yeah.
You can introduce Catwoman. You can introduce like, well, for the first of your Batman first, like have him like Batman has to have a leading lady somewhere. But I don't know who to use.
I don't want Catwoman. Here's why. I want the Phantom. Remember the Phantom?
Oh, yeah, and Andrea. Yes, Andrea.
Yes, because I love Catwoman.
Andrea would be she would be. Matter of fact, you know what? Here's the thing. You can have, we can switch that up with yours. Like you can still keep, Deathstroke, but add the Phantasm. Add her, Andrea, into it.
So have her also be in the League of Shadows?
Yeah, also have her be in the League of Shadows.
I could see that. And I think Catwoman could still be in the movie, but I think now that having Catwoman is a little cliche at this point, and a love triangle.
But for actors, who would you have as play as Batman?
Oh shit. Fuck. Now that's tough because do I think Ben Affleck could do it? Yes, but no, because I don't want him to bring that DCEU with him. So, fuck. Who is a really serious actor?
I told you.
You know, almost part of me would have said that guy who plays Punisher on the Netflix series because he does kind of look like a grizzled badass, but he's not a Bruce Wayne. He doesn't look like he can play both roles.
I was about to say, please tell me you're not going to say Leonardo DiCaprio. Please don't say that.
No, hell no.
It's the world serpent.
He doesn't. He could look like he could play a Bruce Wayne, but he doesn't look like he can play a Batman.
Right.
Look, he bit Thor.
So finding an actor that can do both, like, that is tough. That is tough.
It is very tough to find a good Batman.
Yeah, it's just a struggle. My knowledge of actors is lacking right now. This is a tough choice. Like,
well, you're not gonna pick Nicolas Cage, are you?
Okay, Nicolas Cage. That dude, you know what?
Or
That dude
Keanu Reeves.
Nah, Nicolas Cage. I got. He could play Calendar Man. Dude, where the fuck am I at in this?
Or you could. Oh man, who would play Batman? That would be a good one.
Like.
Matter of fact, you can go old school with Batman, make him a little bit. Well, no. If they would have did the Dark Knight Returns, Michael Keaton should play the Dark Knight Returns.
I like Michael. He's a great actor, but like his lack of superhero chin pisses me off.
Oh God, he played Batman good in '89 and 1991. You can't ignore that.
I know, but like his lack of superhero chin.
Oh God, I was thinking of the dude that played the Transporter, but no.
What about, you know what? I mean, honestly, you're gonna hate me, but like, since he already wants to lead the MCU, could Chris Evans do it? The guy who plays Captain
Chris
America.
Evans?
Could the guy who plays Captain America? Could you see him as playing Batman with, dye his hair? Could you see him as Batman?
baby.
I could see him. I think he can play Bruce Wayne. It's not that hard for him. And
Sure
he
is
could
fun
definitely
here.
play a Batman because he's got the build for it. He's got the height. We're gonna have to get
Another
him.
dwarf.
Yeah, could he voice Batman?
No, he
Maybe.
is of no consequence.
Alright.
I can see it, but
And you know who I want to play
That
Alfred?
is my concern alone.
Two people.
And,
Just two people.
I
Alfred.
won't dispute
There's
that.
no, three people.
I know
Either
that blade. It was
either
one of
fuck.
ours,
What's the
but,
guy? What's the guy's name
we
who
didn't
plays
make it for
Spawn? Like
oh god, no.
no. Okay, it's only three. I got three people.
Well,
Either him,
Quite fond of her,
Morgan
I would be
Freeman, or
displeased if it
or
turns out
I know
that
not Morgan Freeman because he already played Lucius Fox. I
You
want the
did
guy
something
from
to her.
Oh
House.
no! I can know who can play Batman. You probably might kill me for this. You probably might kill me for this.
Who?
And I don't know why I didn't think of him.
Who?
Mark Wahlberg can play Batman.
Fuck out of here. No, no.
Or
Marky.
no. What about
Very,
Colin
very sorry to
Farrell
hear that.
as Batman?
Who's that guy again? I forgot him.
The dude who played in the remake Total Recall.
Oh, dude, I have not seen that movie. I gotta think about it. I want the guy from
Or
House
you
to
can
play
play.
Alfred.
Or what about Eric Bana, the one who played in Hulk
We'll make
2003?
improvements to the axe.
Huh.
But
We're gonna put this under consideration, but I want the guy from House to play
true, but-
Alfred. Because my Alfred,
Knowing your mother,
I want him to be smart.
she would have insisted
I want
repair
him to
that
be
act of
grizzled, but I
vandalism
want the
perpetrated
Alfred
against her
from the
axe
origin where
by
he was
my
an MI6 agent.
brother.
Where like he
Right.
was where he was a
You all
badass
rock
too, and he also helped
The other half of
Batman's
the
training.
brands here.
Because I do. don't
Also,
get,
what about Michael Fassbender?
Yes.
isn't he the
But
as
my talents are
Batman?
vastly superior.
He's the Magneto
Swear to
dude, isn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, if we're gonna have Michael Fassbender as Batman, I demand
Do not
Glenn
undo his
from
work.
Walking Dead be Nightwing.
Improve upon
Done.
it only.
Or you could do
Can you put
or
it
Luke
down
Evans.
over there?
Yeah.
That handle is
No.
Who's playing? All right.
okay.
Who
then.
would be like the
just-
final? Who would be?
I
Okay,
will
so if we're
just-
doing the in the sequel to that movie, you have Deathstroke, Phantasm, and we can't obviously have like
Oh.
Batman taking out the League of Assassins
Oh.
who are the fatal Court of
No.
Owls.
Like Phantasm's like that side character. Like we don't know if she's bad or good.
So what were you
Obviously,
working
she's good.
Oh, that.
Well,
I call it the
gray
Sky
area.
Mover.
You know who I want in the movie?
Just up
I
that
don't want
mountain waits
Batgirl.
a
I
treasure
don't
trove
want
of rare
Robin.
resources.
Like Nightwing can
Once I
like
mine
he can
it,
make a
I
cameo,
need a
but
way
I'll
to bring
save
it
him
all
for maybe the third
down.
movie. You know who
do
I
you know how to
want?
fix it?
I'm gonna be
What?
dangerous. I want Orphan or Black Bat or Cassandra Cain, the quiet one. Because she is the daughter of Lady Shiva and the daughter of one of the other most dangerous assassin in there, the original Orphan. So you have Deathstroke, who's one of the most dangerous assassins, the daughter of the most dangerous assassins, and Batman, and then so those are like the best hand-to-hand combat people in DC, hands down. So Batman is not about to roll up in there and kick all their asses. So Batman's going to need help. So who could help him? Green Arrow could help. Black Canary, like I don't want
Yeah,
like
Black Canary could be in there.
and maybe, you know what, take out Green Arrow, because even though I like Green Arrow, and I think Black Canary and Green Arrow will make a great introduction, because their chemistry will be amazing, you could also put in Wildcat instead of Green Arrow, because he's the one that taught Black Canary, and you can have Wildcat die, and have Black Canary, like, really take hold with Batman, and then have them take Orphan's daughter from him, because she's going to be, like, maybe, like, 13, and Orphan decide to switch sides, and then cause the death of the original Orphan, thus causing Lady Shiva to either maybe want revenge, because she might not care, maybe want revenge, go to Ra's al Ghul, and then that's when you have the Phantasm and all the other shit. And maybe Talia is in there, but I really think the core cast of these characters will be amazing.
And speaking of which, since for the first Batman movie, like we still can't decide on Batman, but we decided on Alfred. For Andrea, because she has to be in the first movie. You have to establish her as first.
Yeah, we
Who
have to
would
put
you
her in.
play? She has to be like for Batman. I want Batman to be not young, but not old either. Like someone in like their mid-30s.
I say I
early
want
30s.
him to be like at least either like I want him to be I want this Batman to be at least Batman, have been Batman for 5 years. You can say he's Batman. I think he became Batman in the comic books around 23, so he should be at least 27-ish, maybe 30. Because I don't want I want this Batman.
Dang,
not to
you have to find somebody very, very young to play that role.
And so, but who could be Andrea? My first thought was
Andrea. It could either be. Oh boy. Oh god. You can be. No, it can't be. It could be the chick who played Harley. I can't get her freaking name right.
No. This needs to be. I know you're gonna be like, bruh, really? Could Jennifer Lopez do it? Not because she's
J-Lo
hot.
could do it. I was thinking about somebody Spanish. J-Lo could do it, or you could do J-Lo could do it.
Yeah. I think so too.
J-Lo could do it, or you could do, oh god, or this one's gonna be. I'm gonna go dangerous though, because even though she has her own movie about to come out, of the 8 Assassins or whatever, why not Rihanna?
Ew, get out. Rihanna can't act.
Well, she's supposed to have her own movie coming out.
No, I don't want Rihanna. No, definitely no.
Or do you want Beyonce to do it?
No, I don't like Beyonce. I don't. Like maybe.
Yeah, you like Beyonce. Beyonce playing as Andrea?
I can't see it. Like Beyonce to me is not a great actress. Like,
or it could be or what? What's her name? Megan Good or whatever.
She would have said it, Megan Fox.
No, I'm not gonna say Megan Fox. I said I want this movie to be awesome, not terrible.
We could have Megan Fox play.
Or Megan Good, or I would say Taraji, but they would have to put so much makeup on her, it's not even funny.
I mean, Taraji's not.
Or Gabrielle Union.
Yeah. What about?
But J-Lo, I can see doing it. I can see J-Lo in there.
Yeah, I think J-Lo can do it. I think we could keep the same cast of Harley Quinn. Not that I don't see. I want my Batman franchise. Yeah,
like you want your Batman franchise to be serious.
Yeah, I want it to be serious, and we could have Joker in it, but like I just feel like Joker is like he's like the Green Goblin of Batman. He's been in things like it's I love him. He's my favorite villain. It's time for somebody else. So that's why I want like
right instead of Joker.
To the mountain?
Yeah, that's why I want like Deathstroke, the League of Assassins, like the League of Shadows, the fucking Court of Owls. Like I want my Batman to be hand-to-hand combat central, and I want there to be mystery to that. You know what I mean?
Like for the Harley Quinn movie, I'm gonna say this right now. For the Harley Quinn movie that they're making. Obviously, Poison Ivy will be in it. Somebody said Megan Fox. Scratch that. I would not pick Megan Fox to play Poison Ivy.
Ooh, you know,
Guess who I would pick to play as Poison Ivy?
I think Anne Hathaway.
Emma Stone.
Yeah, I can see that. Anne Hathaway, Emma Stone.
Anne Hathaway would probably play as Catwoman.
Which one played Hermione? Emma Watson.
You're thinking of
Emma Watson.
Emma Watson.
Do you think that she could play Catwoman? Well,
she could play Catwoman.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I still don't know if I want her. I don't know if I want her to
but like for the Harley Quinn movie, you can keep like
you know actually
Margot,
no.
I cannot get her freaking name right. Hold on, let me get my phone.
I think it's Margot.
See if I can...
What about Emma Watson as Batgirl?
Emma Watson as Batgirl, I would like to see, but to be honest, I told Jonah this, and Jonah agreed with me with this. Why not have Rosario Dawson play as Batgirl?
Rosario. She's kind of old for that though. Batgirl is supposed to.
Kind of, yeah, but or if you want to go serious, you can have her play as Vicky Vale.
I could, okay, if we're gonna go with Rosario Dawson because she's super hot and a very talented actor, what about having her just play as Catherine Kane? It's just
or Talia.
Yeah, no. I think I should. I mean, no, I don't want her to be Talia. I think she'd be better off as being. No, I know who she could play. Officer Montoya, Renee Montoya.
Oh yes.
That would make sense because he's already kind of Hispanic, I think.
The actress who played Harley Quinn. Margot Robbie. That I can't believe I can never get her name right. Margaret Robbie.
Told you no.
Why?
But here's the thing, for Margot Robbie, she got a little, she didn't like the costume. Here's what I would do. You can have the original red and black on her.
What I would do, I
Apparently
would
the
give
main
her
villain's supposed to be the Joker.
I'd give her the new 52 outfit, you know, with the red and black hair dye. Kind of sexy, red, black, and white costume. Not the classic costume, because while I love the classic costume, it does not translate well into live action. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'd go with the new 52 outfit, or maybe I wanted the Arkham outfits. I wouldn't mind that too much. I don't know about you. I love the Arkham outfits.
But like I said, she is Harley, hands down. We got, so we agree Emma Stone as Poison Ivy?
Yeah, Emma Stone's Poison Ivy. I think that would be an excellent cast, because you know, I loved her in the Spider-Man movie as Gwen Stacy, and I just kind of want more of her and stuff, you know what I mean? And more hero stuff.
Batgirl could be Emma Watson. I can't see her as Emma. I can't see Emma Stone playing Batgirl, but apparently Emma Stone is supposed to be one of my favorite Disney villains. It's supposed to be getting her own movie. She's supposed to be playing Cruella the villain, apparently. I can't see her at first because I can't see her being mean, but because look, we all know you've seen the cartoons, the live action film. I'm talking about the 1996 live action film. We're not going to go to the god awful sequel, but like you have to be evil. You have to play it. People are thinking EPA, but apparently the plot is it's going back all the way to 1970. So it's basically a prequel about how Cruella got into action, how she got obsessed with her, basically. They're not going to do the whole Maleficent treatment.
Yeah, that should be dark. I really do like it.
So yeah, so for my Harley Quinn movie, I would keep old girl as Harley. That's Harley crap. I don't know. See, my mind's still on Stone as And if you like Google it, she actually looks like her, a young version of her. But like I said, Emma Stone will play Poison Ivy. Batgirl, if they do put Batgirl in it, either Emma Watson will play. But here's my whole thing.
No, you know what? I want Jet Li's daughter to play Batgirl if she's ever actress. I want Orphan to be Batgirl.
Also, if Emma Stone can't be available, why not have Brad Dourif's daughter, Fiona Dourif, play as Poison Ivy?
Here?
I don't know her. I don't. What movie has she been in?
Look her up, Fiona Dourif. She is the daughter of Chucky.
Nah.
The voice actor of Chucky.
Now, what do you think Bane has a place in this story? Because Bane's all obviously he's like a mercenary. Do you think that Bane will really help Batman, or do you think it's like League of Shadows? League of Shadows is nicknames. I killed everybody. If you're in the way, you're dead.
Yeah. But my whole thing with your Batman, like my Batman, I want it to be, I don't want it to have no funny gaga. There can be some funny moments. But like I said, for mine, I would probably, I don't know if I would keep Ben Affleck. I mean, Ben Affleck, he's okay. He's okay. But it would have to be either Keanu Reeves. I can see him playing Batman. Like he's John Wick, but I can see him playing Batman. but like the first movie, like I said, I rearranged it. Like Keanu Reeves, like what Batman was like his early 30s, no mid 30s to early, about to turn early 40s. Like he's been Batman for like you said, for 5 years.
So what Robin are we on? Are we on like all the Robins?
Like we're on for Robin. We're on. Oh God.
Are we on Jason Todd? Is he dead?
Well, shoot.
Should we adapt to death of Jason Todd?
He was in his 40s back. Like he was still on the first Robin. Like Dick Grayson.
No. Here's my thing. What about we do all the things I said earlier, but the Robin that we're on, say, is Jason Todd, and because Deathstroke is jealous of Batman and Ra's al Ghul wanting him to be the new student, he strikes at Batman by killing Jason. And then in the next movie, you may or may not have Red Hood come to fruition because the Joker killing Jason Todd is amazing, but like again, been done, we've seen it.
Smoke?
We need to give Deathstroke more stuff to do.
Right, but for mine, I don't know. Like, I know what I'm going with is an old cast, but matter of fact, we could have Batman in his 40s. Like Batman's been doing Batman for just a while. Probably we're like on the third Robin.
40s, then you have like you're dang near pushing the Frank Miller Batman where he's about to start killing people.
The witch.
No. Batman will still have that one rule. Don't get me wrong.
My magic is useless against the Black Breath, and there's no way around it.
The reason why I don't want a 4-year-old Batman is because I still want some believability. Just because remember, in my universe, Batman has to fight like
I was busy
Lady Shiva,
saving my friend.
Orphan.
You remember?
Like these are like massively skilled hand-to-hand combat.
The Black
people,
Breath
like,
is a corruption
Why'd you put
of
Scarface
magic.
in there?
Even I can't dispel.
Scarface.
Only the pure light of Alfheim
the
is
guy with
strong
the
enough
puppet?
to break through.
Yeah.
But that road is long.
That's more of like a mobster guy.
What
Like
does
that
this
guy
all
can like
mean
have
to
a
you?
gang war with Two-Face. But like he doesn't really have a place in like
Follow me.
Just like with the Telltale series, I like the Batman that they picked.
Maybe I see more
Well,
of
not
myself
they
in you
picked,
than
but
I'm
how
willing to
Batman was. Like they had him majority being
Maybe by
like
helping you,
this
I'll make
Batman was like in his early 30s, like maybe late 20s to early 30s. Like
I would like that Batman because that Batman's believable. He's older enough.
Even though
Like,
like he was believable. Like he's new to this. And like the villains that he faced was Penguin, Two-Face, and Lady Arkham.
To a realm.
Yeah, which
Beyond your own.
Spoiler alert was weird because it was kind of Vicky Vale, and that was interesting. It kind of reminded me.
It was interesting. It very was interesting.
It kind of reminded me of the
We're going to another round?
first victim.
Are you coming with
Remember
us?
the first
Only
victim
for a
from
little while.
Detective Comic Rebirth?
Only for a little while.
Yes.
Kind of reminded me of that, which that comic made me hate Stephanie Brown because I'm just like, really, Stephanie, really, I hate you. But now,
like I would start off with like that Batman with that, like my movie with that, just like the Telltale series, but totally different.
because
Like the
I
main
feel
villain,
like
it will be.
Syndrome.
I would do Lady Arkham, do that switch,
He was
but
fixing
I
it
wouldn't
when you
add
got
the
here.
Penguin or
No one was
Two-Face
there
on
when
there.
I passed by.
I feel like your
Perhaps we
Batman movie
finished.
is earlier than mine
Dwarves are
because while
awfully
he's fighting like
resourceful.
you still
And
fight like his
irritating,
gang bosses
based
and
on the
whatever.
two
Where
we have
mine
met.
he's fighting like world
That
like
too.
enemies that are like actually dangerous, not just
Just
him,
give
where
that
it
a
will
turn.
require him to have help outside of the Bat family because Batman he can take out pretty much all of them without Robin, without Nightwing, without Batgirl. But like here, I don't feel that Batman could just beat the League of Assassins, the League of
Tyr's
Shadows,
Temple
or the
is
Court
at the
Owls
center
by
of the lake.
himself, you know what I mean?
It is from there we
Right.
travel to Alfheim.
So I feel like yours
Thankfully,
is
Now
it's
for
no
like
longer
for me,
Why is
with
that creature in the bay?
with
No
with
one knows. He
Batman,
just
like
appeared one
it's
day.
you have to do it right,
Soon
do it well.
after,
But like I
Thor
said,
attacked,
just for me,
and
I
their
would either
battle could be
have
felt
Rosie
across all the
Dawson
realms.
either play
Ultimately,
if
it
I
ended
either
in a stalemate,
not either
and Thor returned
Catwoman,
to Odin
Bat,
empty-handed.
not Batgirl,
The
but like
serpent state grew
Catwoman,
so
Oracle,
large, he now spans all of
she
Midgard.
could technically
or she could play
They've hated each other ever
or
since.
Batwoman.
Destined to
She
kill
could play.
each
She
other
could definitely. She could play Penny.
You believe
She
in
could play
Ragnarok?
Alfred's daughter technically. But
I do
Or Alfred's daughter. Oh God, when you think of Alfred's daughter, well, okay, I'm thinking
We actually
of
talked
way
about
thinking
it.
about
You did.
An
Batman and
exaggeration.
Robin, where
I'm
like
good with language.
she
Even
called
ones I've never heard
Alfred
before.
Uncle Alfred. I'm like, what?
Sadly, no
I
one
think
can.
I think
He
I want
speaks a
Rosario
dead
to
tongue.
be Renee Montoya because not only does she look like the character, who doesn't want to see Renee Montoya make out another Rosario, but also make out?
You're right.
But like, so I feel like okay, so your movies definitely come first. Like you do like the first 3 movies, and I just come in with like, but now it's serious. Like you would have like you would have basically my interpretation of Justice League Dark.
Watch your step. Just along here.
Or matter of fact, you and I could just help me out with the Batman movies. I don't want mine to be like,
Is that
oh,
so?
Falcons was horrible.
Let me show
I
you
mean, hey, I need some help with it though.
Like I feel like yours are gonna be good because yours are gonna have more of the classic.
Are you
villains. You're gonna have
watching?
like Two-Face and them, whether mine and again
Leo.
that would play more into
Like
your,
I want to make them dark. Like for instance,
My bowstring was
like
soaked
my
in the
first
light of
Batman
all
movie.
time.
Like I said, the
It can now
Penguin
reawaken
would be
the magic of the
like
elves.
the main villain, and also you can add. Matter of fact, I would go risky.
Not as long
I
as
would
the light
add
shines free.
Harvey Dent in there,
This
but not as Two-Face, not just yet. Like Batman.
What if
It's
you
like
adapted
Harvey
War of
Dent and
Jokes
Bruce
and Riddles?
Wayne
You know
meet Oswald Cobblepot, but in the street light, Batman is Bruce Wayne turns like Bruce Wayne is Batman, and you know Oswald Cobblepot is the Penguin. While you have Harvey Dent, who's about to be running for mayor.
Okay. What would you be opposed to adapting the War of Jokes and Riddles, where like there was just a massive gang war between like Riddler and Joker, but you can have it be like Two-Face and Scarface, like the War of Faces.
Yes.
Face Off. The War of Face. Face
Oh,
Off.
you're gonna cut his face off? Like in Face Off?
Like something like that. That would be great. Oh, by the way, since I have free movie tickets and it's been a minute for Deadpool, like, you want to go to see Deadpool too? We can't go like anytime. I don't care.
I right now I got like family over. I'm off tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
With help from the
Okay, I
giants.
think I
Great Tyr
can
used it to
probably
travel
take
the
you tomorrow
9
if you drive
realms
up
and
there. I
keep
think
the
I
peace
can do
between
that.
them.
I gotta see.
Nah, that's no problem.
Everywhere we
I
go,
have no
we're
problem seeing
attacked.
Deadpool
Especially
too.
by
Again, that
Deadpool.
movie's great.
The risen
like-
dead grow ever more numerous.
So what I'm thinking is, so while your
Once the
movies,
roads
I like
and
the way
trails
movies
would
like
have been
I
full
kind of
of
want a
people.
war between Scarface
Now
and
all
like
have
Two-Face, like
hid
a
or
mob
fled.
war, because
Save for
I
the
don't want
reavers.
Batman to just take these
Savage
guys out
enough
like
to
by
survive
themselves
in
because that's
such
like
a-
that's old. I want the villains to have more conflict with each other than with just Batman. Like I want there to be like all around conflict.
Make a right at the
I
bottom
like
of
war,
these
like people
stairs.
getting shot in the streets, like execution style.
Right.
Like I
And,
want
like-
like drug cartel violence, like Colombian necktie violence.
Right, like I said, also like love interest, Vicky Vale. I know, matter of fact, I know Rosario Dawson, you're gonna kill me for it, but she would play Vicky Vale, and I would have her for all 3 movies. Like the first movie, like her and Bruce, they have that connection. The second movie, she'll find out that he is Batman. Like they break it off, but then when she finds out she's Batman, it's just like that. And then the third movie, like I would have Vicky die in it.
Yeah, I was thinking we're gonna kill her off.
We're gonna kill Vicky off, and guess who I would have killed Vicky?
Perfect.
Joker,
Now push the
obviously.
bridge along the track.
Actually, it would be Joker would be. Actually, no. Joker would be the one killing her, but at the same time, it's not really Joker. I would either have Two-Face do it, because I would have Harvey Dent established for 2 movies, and then him being, finding out that Bruce is Batman in the 3rd movie. He kills off Vicky Vale right in front of Bruce.
What if
They are poor,
we
restless
had
souls,
okay? What if we got Scarface, we got Two-Face, maybe
Then your
Penguin.
magic race
What
to
about
bed?
Black Mask? Because remember in Arkham Origins,
Black Mask will be in it.
Joker
I would have
played
Black
as
Mask be the second villain.
So here's my thing. I want
In the second
Joker-
movie, he would be the second. He would be the second villain.
No, but here's my thing. I want Joker to be Black Mask, like play him like the real Black Mask is locked away. Because I want Joker to be intelligent. The one thing that people don't get about Joker is Joker is really,
He's very intelligent.
and he's a great
Didn't they
actor.
do that in Arkham Origins where he
Yes, they did.
portrayed himself as Black Mask?
Yeah, they did, and that shit was amazing. It was the only good thing about the game.
Impressive.
And I want.
Also, I love the moment where Bane just took
These doors.
Batman off from the freaking elevator.
Yeah. Remember when
All
Bane
That was
was
hilarious.
rocket?
with its construction.
And then, like,
It was the
Batman
last
had to
great
save
act of
Joker, and I was like,
cooperation
all this shit we
between
went through in the other
realms
2
before
games
peace.
could have been over if you just didn't jump after him, Batman. Didn't go
Right,
save
like,
him.
back for more, eh?
It's like, and again, reason why I'm so pushing the turf war idea, because Batman could take these guys out individually by himself, but if there was like an alliance, like say Black Mask allied with Two-Face, but he's actually the Joker, so he double-crosses
Its
Two-Face,
power is
and
now
all
depleted.
this other shit happened.
Only
got
a few
Scarface
knocks
and
of magic
Penguin going
remained
at
in the
each other,
bowstring,
like,
and we
or
used
going
them.
at them. Like, Batman will require more help. Like, then you could use the
Right.
Bat Family.
Your bow,
Which
please.
is why, because, solo Batman movies are great. He's my favorite comic book hero. But the Bat Family is never really used
Once you claim
in
the
the
light of
Batman
all
movies.
time,
It's always
infuse the
Batman.
bowstring
And
with
with
Oh
the giant,
god, I would love for them to do that.
what?
That should be the 4th movie with Joker. Him being, Bat in the Bat Family. But then we have to establish everybody.
Talk like you're not coming with us.
Here's my thing.
I'll try.
In the
But
first
measures
movie,
were
I'm not
taken to keep me
opposed.
trapped in
I want
Midgard.
this to be after Dick
The
Grayson
gods
was
don't
Robin,
care for me
so I
much.
kind of want him to already be Nightwing, just because I don't want to make a whole bunch of movies where he's Robin and he graduates to Nightwing. Like that could be like.
So we'll be on like what, the 3rd or 2nd Robin.
This temple
I
has
think we
been
should have
asleep,
it like
underwater for
we should be
almost
on the second Robin
150
because I want Jason
winters.
Todd to be the Robin
It needs
throughout
only
your
the light of
trilogy,
the
and then when
Bifrost
mine
to
starts,
reawaken.
then you'll have like Deathstroke kill him, and then you get the Red Hood. Because I don't want Damian Wayne in the movie just because I do love Damian Wayne, but I think then we're just oversaturating the universe because we're gonna have Batgirl, and the
Those
Batgirl
roots
I
don't
want is
look like
Barbara
your
Gordon.
magic.
I would kill
They
Batgirl.
aren't.
I would kill Barbara
These
Gordon.
roots are
I would
part
kill
of the
her.
great
I love
world
Barbara
tree
Gordon. She's
and
gonna have
make
to die.
travel between
I'm
the
killing a
realms
lot of people in
possible.
this movie. I'm killing Barbara Gordon, killing
You're gonna
Jason.
kill a lot of people in the 4th movie. Like, it's dang, the 3rd movie we saw Vicky Vale die, and now in this 4th one, everyone's
Approach the
dying.
table.
I want Barbara Gordon to die. Then
How
Robin's
does it
gonna
work?
die.
You will
And then
need
when my
this,
movies, then
a
when,
Bifrost,
when you get to
to
like
create
the Court
travel
of Owls, I don't
between
think nobody
realms.
has to die in that movie. Really,
It can
because they
capture,
take out the
hold,
court.
and
But then
transfer
when you
the light
find
of
out,
all
So like
next-
for the
Place the Bifrost
So
there.
for agreeable for the first, since I gotta write and direct the first 3 movies, like the first Batman movie, I came to the
Give it a
agreement. Keanu
moment.
Reeves.
The temple needs time to wake up
Or
from
no, I
its
can't go.
long
Or,
slumber.
God, I can't. Well,
It is from this
I was gonna say
room
this,
and this
like
room
mid,
alone
like
that you will be
early
able to
30s,
cross
mid
between
30
realms.
Batman. Vicky Vale is
What you see before
Rosario
you
Dawson.
represents the
I really
temple
think
in
she'd
which
be a
we
better
stand,
name.
probably be.
as well as the realm towers
Believe
that
it or
encircle
not,
the Lake
Alfred,
of Nine
I would
inside.
have this one will
All the realms
be,
exist in the
be a
same
shocking
physical
one.
space. Reflections
This one here
of
will
each
shock
other.
a lot of people.
These doors, the
Who
towers
play Alfred?
outside, and the 9 realms are all
It would
intertwined
probably
and
be- you'd probably be
coexisting
like,
on the
"Malcolm,
branches of the
stop."
world tree, separated only by the
but hear me out.
Bifrost
He
light
can be
of
serious
Oswald.
when he has to be.
This place can focus and control that light.
Alfred would probably
And is this
be.
the world tree?
Can't think of his freaking-
Only an artistic
Probably be.
representation. No, the Yggdrasil
can't
is
think of his
much,
name.
much more than this. The tree of life is bound
Harrison
to the fate
Ford
of the
would probably
world,
be Alfred.
just as we are bound to it. The
Well, I wasn't gonna say
nourishes
Samuel
our
Jackson,
soil.
but Samuel Jackson
The
would be
dew
Lucius
from
Fox.
its leaves
Alright, that would be
feeds our
amazing.
valleys
Here's
and
the few
rivers.
people I want. I want the guy from
The
House
tree's
to be
very
him, because
existence
that guy's
supports
mean
all
ass.
of
And I want
creation
Alfred to
along
be a
its
little bit
bounds.
mean, but, like, wise
Its
and
life
shit. I want
energy
that.
interwoven into the
Or-
tapestry of
Or
life.
as a
Birth,
bone,
growth,
the old
death,
Batman fans.
and rebirth.
Michael Keaton plays Alfred.
Every strand transcends
Yes.
time,
Oh, I like
transcending
that.
space.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Everything
Michael
comes back
Keaton
to the
as
tree.
Alfred in those actually in all
So-
4 movies.
That's how
Yeah.
it works.
Eventually, we're gonna have to kill
But I'm
off
guessing
Alfred
you were
because
looking for a more
Batman has to
practical
have
answer.
a major reason.
That's where I wanted
Very
to draw. it. Can't have Alfred die.
The bridge
At least
is
not
on
yet.
I know what
I
you're
is
thinking.
can't.
I know
currently
what you're
positioned to lead to
thinking.
the
You're gonna have
Anaheim.
Alfred die. But
Instead,
like, imagine
turn the
that.
wheel to our
Deathstroke
actual destination,
kills
Alfheim.
Robin. He kills somebody else. Then maybe he kills Batman. I don't care. He kills Wildcat. He kills Alfred. Like, bro.
This
Batman-
is like to the
You must
point where
select the
Batman will
destination
have
realm,
to start killing.
Alfheim.
Like he would kill Deathstroke.
Now, I'm gonna have it where Batman's thinking that he wants to end it all.
Is this moving
But
the
what's
big
really
bridge
gonna
outside?
happen is he's gonna get
Yes,
to the point.
the wheel turns the
he's gonna be
bridge,
like-
and the bridge
I'm
aligns
like,
to the
he's
different
gonna be
realm
like, but
towers
I'm-
on the
like,
lake
I'm not that way.
outside.
And then you get the quote,
Wait,
or you'll get
there's
a
no
quote later on in the
towers.
movie that.
And that's why realm
that's
travel
right,
to
if you kill a
Jotunheim is
killer,
impossible.
The amount of killers in the
Without a
world
tower
remains
for the bridge
same,
to lock
and then
into,
you won't
the sequence
do
can't
that.
begin.
And then
And
Deathstroke
also
will
for-
be locked up. Or we'll have Deathstroke get plot killed by something else.
Every realm has a
Right.
travel room that unlocks the bridge to
And then
that
Batman,
realm.
who hangs up
I'm
his
giving you
coat,
the
his
one
mat.
for Alpha.
And to be honest, since
Now
we
you
killed
can
Vicky
lock in
Bell,
your
and like I will have
destination.
Catwoman established in the second movie, and she'll
Well,
help Batman at
remember
least in
to
the
take a
third and
life
fourth
That's who
movie.
needs
You
to
don't
die.
want
To
to
the
lose
point
that.
where her and
Now
Selina
the
give it
realm
up,
travel
and they
bridge will
just
align, and the
they
realm
be happy.
between
They have their
realms
own.
will
They have their own lives.
Yeah, but where does Andrea fit into all this? Because we can't. We have to
Well,
introduce.
for Andrea, this one here is going
See
to
that giant crystal?
get you mad. Like in the,
Each
she'll be
realm has a
established in the first and
corresponding one that
second.
focuses and amplifies the power
To have
of
her
the
die
Bifrost,
off in the second.
opening the bridge to that
When
realm.
does she become?
That's why
Phantasm?
realm
Is she
travel
always
is
a
only
Phantasm?
possible.
Like have her become the Phantasm. Like the first movie, she's just Bruce's
The
girl. Like
Jotunheim Tower
Bruce's
disappeared
girl
from
in the
all
first,
realms
and then
over
the
100
second,
winters ago,
like
when the giants
like
vanished
you'll
from
see like the
Midgard.
Phantasm
Where
on
the
there
tower
until like
went and
until
how
the
they
final
moved it remain a
climax.
mystery.
Like
But who killed?
like when like Bruce is trying to save Gotham, but there will be no time until like the Phantasm or whatever, or like Andrea basically said that she'll sacrifice
me.
her own life
is dark.
to save
This
Gotham or
trip was its
whatever.
last use. There's no going back until it's
Like
replenished with the
second
light of
villain would
Alpha.
have to be somebody
We are
big who can do
Someone of
time
your ability
bombs.
should have
I
little
don't want to
trouble
do
getting back to
Joker,
Midgard.
What
and I don't want to
about
do Deathstroke.
With the
I
captured
would
light of
probably
Alpha,
be
yes.
who else is good with bombs other than Penguin or Bane.
bombs? I mean, Bane's really good with bombs. I'm gonna say.
So yeah, like Bane would be
Hugo
the second villain.
Strange.
Or to the point where, like, there's like where Bruce saves Andrea in the second,
What
and
about?
then like we have at the end like Bane basically like
Welcome to
or
Alpha,
hell
gentlemen.
breaks Andrea's neck.
Think you can
What
spot
about Hugo Strange?
the light?
Or Hugo.
I can barely see.
Yeah, Hugo Strange would
Something's
be the
wrong.
second villain.
See that
'Cause
column
he's
of light on the
smart.
horizon?
He knows who Batman is.
It's
He can
housed
get
in the
inside
heart of a ring
Batman's
temple.
head, and what a lot of Batman
We'll find
movies
what we
do
need
not
there.
do is they do not focus on Batman's intelligence and detective skills. So I
Damn it,
want a
not
villain
yet.
that can push his mental
Ugh.
mastery. Hugo Strange and Riddler.
To restore the Bifrost
That's a
magic, you
mind
must step into the
They're
light.
smart.
Yeah,
as shit.
that's the second one right there. That would be the villain. Hugo and Riddler. Like they can't like
And Mad Hatter.
you still have like the reporter, like Bruce and Vicky aren't dating yet. They're not dating
Not
yet.
likely.
Like it's to the point where like Bruce and Vicky, they have their their moments. But
Look at this.
but like it's still and the first two, it's still Andrea and Bruce.
Who's that?
Right.
But still Andrea gets a little bit jealous of
think
Vicky.
he killed it.
Right.
Look up there.
And then what you could do here is you can kill Andrea
What's
off.
that about?
You can have Riddler and
concerned,
Hugo
boy.
kill Andrea in the
Focus.
second movie.
But like, how personal is it? Is it like she just blows up, or is it? Do we see her die? Does she die fighting?
Like it's like we see
What
like
does it say?
like we don't like see her like we see her die, but like she gives like
Both sides need it.
I don't know like she like how about this? She'll tell Alfred
You will
that she's
find
the
it a common
Phantasm,
cause for war.
but promise Alfred not to tell Bruce.
And if she,
And like it's like she know that she was gonna die. If she knew she was gonna die, she wanted to give Bruce his final
The Roblox boss.
card to him.
yeah, that's kind of like the same thing. But like, okay, what if? So is she dead, or is it like she's dead, but
Like she's
there's,
dead, and like when Bruce reads the letter, like Alfred tells Bruce what's going on, Bruce gets mad and just literally kicks Alfred out of the house. And then when he reads the card and whatnot, like Bruce, I would say Bruce at this point would give up as Batman for a while, at least like 2 to 3 years.
And is that when he comes back in my when my run of the movies, or is that after?
Yeah, you're running the movie, then you take it over. I'll just do the first 2 movies, then you take over 3 and 4.
And then who takes over? Okay, so who takes over as Batman? Does Nightwing come in and just be Nightwing, or does he?
Nightwing comes in and he's like to the point where, like, Nightwing comes in, but he comes to the point telling Bruce like, you gotta let it go. I know how much Andrea meant to you,
What are they
but I
telling
think
us?
this is not exactly what she wanted you to be. Not give up being you. Like,
I
like,
got an
like,
idea.
Bruce, like, he keeps the card. And like when one time, like when like Nightwing is getting his ass kicked, Like, who would you have in the third and fourth movie?
That's
like the
it.
main villain?
I got it. So okay, so he quits being Batman for a while, and Nightwing wants him to come back, but you know Bruce doesn't want to do it, right? And then what happens is the Court of the Owls come in, and Nightwing, they have ties in, you know, Nightwing's family, and they have Bruce Wayne's brother. These characters can come in and they can put Nightwing through the absolute ringer. And then that would force Batman to either decide to be like a coward and leave Nightwing, or be or have the decision to put back on the cape and cowl and go out there.
Yep.
And but where does that leave Jason though? Because Jason will still be Robin. He's not dead yet.
Like Jason will, like, we're gonna go to the point where like you know, like Jason would be that one guy. Now we know Jason was like a troublemaking child.
Really?
Like have Jason basically. Like him and Bruce, they have like that moment or whatever. Like there's like a point where like let's have Jason like for some funny giggles throw like a rock in one of Bruce's fancy cars.
Oh wait, I got an idea.
And then like or like where like there's like a charity event like in midway of the movie like where Bruce Wayne is having a charity event at Gotham or whatever. Like have Jason basically break in of Bruce Wayne's house, and then he'll find out that he's Batman.
Okay, we can do that, but here's my thing.
Again,
that would I think
it beats him taking the wheels off the Batmobile.
Okay, but that's a classic scene. So
true.
Is
or
Jason
you can have him like be like there, have him like in the Batcave, whatever. Like, and then he sees the Batmobile, and then he's just like.
No,
this would be so awesome. Like have him take the tires then.
No, what if he does what you did, right? He breaks into like one of his things, and then he escapes, right? And at the same time, like there's like villains that like enter like the thing, so he gets in there first, and all of a sudden, or maybe you can have Jason Todd be tied into a gang that's attacking one of Wayne's galas, and then you can have either is Batman not Batman this time, or is Nightwing gonna be Nightwing?
Nightwing is just being Nightwing. Batman's at to the point where, like you said, still being a coward.
Okay,
and
so
like Nightwing is trying to break him out of it.
Right now, right? So when Nightwing shows up, we're gonna have Nightwing with the Batmobile.
They do not concern us.
And then after they stop the criminals, Bruce is running out. Oh, you know, he's escaping with the guests, and then when he comes out, he turns the corner to catch Jason Todd robbing the Batmobile, like stealing the wheel of the Batmobile, and at that same moment, Nightwing swings in there. He's like, "The fuck!"
Right. And then you have like the two main villains, like the Court of Owls, basically beating the crap out of Jason Todd and Nightwing to the point like where Bruce is just sitting there and thinking, and then he has like an image, like let's just say like an image of Andrea, basically telling Bruce to be a man, fight back, save this city. Then Bruce comes back in Bat-suit form and just basically cleans house.
I like that idea. What I want is I want Robin to still be in training. Like Bruce doesn't want to be Batman anymore, but he's still training Jason. And while Nightwing's going out there, and Jason's gonna be fed up with just training. He wants to go out there and help. And at this point, Nightwing's out there getting his ass kicked, right? And Robin goes out.
And then have Jason come out there and saving him?
No. What happens is, you know, he just leaves. He's mad. He leaves, right? He's like enough of this old man. Or if he goes out, he tries to find Nightwing. He finds Nightwing getting like fighting by himself. He tries to kill Nightwing, and then they're both getting their ass kicked. Nightwing gets knocked out. Jason is like stabbed. And he barely manages to escape. He's the one that grabs Bruce by like the collar. He's like, you have to help him. And at first Batman's like, I'm not Batman. And he's like, Batman, you've always been Batman. You've never been Bruce.
What matter? Oh, I got one though. What? Remember right in the second, right? Alfred gets kicked out of the house.
Yeah.
Like Alfred comes back just to visit Bruce, and he finds him in the Batcave and tells him.
Yeah, what I think is, I think it should be a group effort. Like
having Alfred, Vicky Bell, basically, like Vicky doesn't know, but like to the point where like Vicky is still in whatever because or whatever, you know, trying to get an interview from Bruce, and then like Alfred, I don't know, like he did it in '89 and it kind of worked. him leading her into the Batcave.
Okay,
So it's
no.
taking like basically while the boys are getting their butts kicked, like you have Alfred and Vicky, a very shocked and concerned Vicky, basically telling Bruce it's time. Like whatever happened, it happened that night.
Okay, so here's my thing. What I want is, so I want to keep that thing where Nightwing's fighting Jason, that's help, right? But then,
Right.
when Jason comes back to the house all battered and bloody, he's trying to get Bruce to like become Batman again. But Bruce doesn't try to listen. He gives him a speech, and at that same time, Alfred comes in there with like the calm and talks about what Bruce was like as a child and why he started being Batman. And he says that death doesn't stop you. Death is what started you. And he becomes like Batman again, and then like you have like Bruce Wayne like there, and then like Vicky Vale does come in.
We do not
like
belong
she finds the clock.
Or have her get kidnapped by the owls.
Yeah, have her get kidnapped by the owls, because at that point the Court of Owls do know about her. So like they kidnap Nightwing. Alfred and Jason basically beat the fact that Batman needs to be Batman again, like because he's always been Batman. Like the mask is Bruce Wayne, and that the real face is Batman. They tell him that, like, as much as Alfred hates the fact that Bruce Wayne is the mask, Alfred knows that your true identity is Bruce Wayne. He tells them that, and Jason's there, like, being like, oh, the kid version, you have to be Batman. You've always been Batman. And then he tells Batman, when he was a kid, what Batman meant to him growing up in city streets, and blah, blah, blah. Like, his perspective of a street kid, because they are scared of Batman, because they commit crimes, but they have to live. But he saw that Batman wasn't, like the police, like he wasn't
Don't
like
see anything else over here.
corrupt or anything.
Maybe we should check the
And
sample
when
again?
Batman gets that like perspective from him, and Alfred, Batman does remember, and then like they find out like the bat computer flares up, and then there's a news story of Vicky Vale like talking about like a quote.
Right, like the Court of Owls talks about the Court of Owls, and then out right there, like one of the Court of Owls, they grab Vicky, and that is the key that gets Batman up.
Yeah, and then Batman gets up, and he's like, all right, it's time to be Batman. He goes in there, he cleans up houses.
Like, basically, the Court of Owls is saying this. Like, it's really the Bat. It took 3 years of the Bat from hiding, and all he sends is 2 boys to stop me.
Yeah, and when he gets them, when Jason and Alfred, like, then you can have like Alfred with like fucking not guns, but like
out.
Alfred with like
such a
some
beautiful
kind
place.
of, because Alfred does use a shotgun.
Or makes
like
it
Alfred with some kind of
like, well, Alfred would use a shotgun, but have like Alfred be in the Batcave, basically guiding both Jason and Bruce.
And then like Jason and like Batman, or they like or like they give Alfred like some sort of like mech suit with like stun rockets, and it's like they roll on the Bat car at the thing's base. Batman and fucking Robin
What does it ask?
jump out the car.
Without
Alfred
me
like
or
lays down
within
suppressive
me,
fire,
for
and like
sure.
Batman and Robin go in there and clean
Yep,
house like they're
within you,
supposed to,
I am life
break out
most
Nightwing,
pure.
and now you got the dynamic duo
Yep,
and
it's
Jason.
water, all right.
And at the very end of the movie, Jason gets
Like,
knocked
at
out.
the very end of the movie, where like Batman basically
Voices
beats
again.
the Court of Owls, like
Different voices.
he takes
That's
off
angry.
his cowl right.
They're asking for help.
Vicky.
We are here for the light.
Yeah,
I
but
do
like
not
before
care
that,
who
like
they are,
before
nor
that,
what they want.
like what I want is that after like
You
there's
have
gonna be a
something
giant
to
epic
say.
fight, Nightwing gets like beat
No.
up, Batman saves Nightwing, but then there's a choice because Nightwing is getting like fucked up, and Jason Todd's about to die over there, and like there's a choice, like he has to save one of them, and Batman's gonna try to save both. He manages to get Nightwing, but he could
Whoa,
not get
look what we
Jason,
found.
and Jason was awake the whole time. He saw Batman in his mind make the choice to save Nightwing over him.
Father?
And
Yes.
then the place explodes,
The voices
and at
I
that
heard.
point,
There you have like your
hard to
Red
make
Hood
out.
story for the
We're
4th
playing
and
the
final
back of the
yeah,
installment.
and at that
Mother.
moment, you see
It's
2
not
boots
possible.
hit the
I know
ground
what I
next to
heard.
where
Atreus,
Jason's body
enough.
would be. Like he's not dead, but like he's dying. And you see like a hand that looks like Deathstroke hand reach out and grab him. And that is when Deathstroke puts in his propaganda that what Batman did. And then all of a sudden,
Yeah, sorry.
yeah,
I like this. I like this.
that is how
Now,
it
you
starts.
add though too with Catwoman though, because like we said, Catwoman, like I said, would be established in the 2nd, and you can have her literally in like the 3rd, but just like not like fully in the 3rd. And then like when your 4th movie comes, then you can have her be as Catwoman right there, then and there, like she's there.
just to be clear, we're doing
So you got basically Batman, Nightwing, Catwoman versus Deathstroke, Red Hood.
Now, I like that, but like, well, I want to introduce non-Batman characters because, like, I wouldn't be opposed to Black Panther. I like Catwoman, but while she can fight, she's not. Like, this is a League of Shadows where everybody's like a mega ninja, and like Lady Shiva. I mean, yeah,
So
I
just leave Catwoman out for the whole entire series.
No, I think Catwoman can still work, but like, I don't think she's gonna. I want her to play more of a background role, and because Catwoman's a good fighter and a thief, we need her thievery skills, not her fighting skills. Like, we need her to be able to
Right, yeah, you have to have her be like a thief or something, like steal something, but you can have
or a
fight scenes
double
with her here
agent,
and
or a
there.
double agent.
Right.
Because you know she's a good actress, so we need her to do something else. Like when we have a combat team, Batman needs way more than just guys who punch. So, and that's another thing the Batman.
Because also, you're still keeping Nightwing in the fourth. What about Vicky? Because remember, Vicky finds out that Bruce is Batman is.
But does Deathstroke kill Vicky? Because at that point he took.
If we're not going to establish Catwoman and Bruce being a couple, then don't kill Vicky.
I think we could establish that, but like we have to figure out how to build that because we like. The reason why
like for instance, like remember the first two movies I had, like we had like Andrea and Bruce a couple in the first movie, and Andrea dies, and then the second movie, like Bruce he does talk to Vicky here and there, like wants to have that relationship. He does, but Vicky ends it off because Bruce is not not the same, has no enthusiasm or whatever.
Also,
and now that she found out that he's Batman, have them back together this time around to the point where Bruce is like, he's getting old at this point. Like, why not let him marry Vicky?
Here's my thing. What I want in my mind, how this kind of goes, is that when he's like, when she was with him, when he was Batman, he's always leaving all the time unannounced. Oh, I gotta go, and that kind of makes it like every.
Like he did that with Andrea. Like
yeah,
Andrea, like did this. Like he did that in the first movie with Andrea. He would do that, and then, and like with the second movie with Andrea dying. Now with the third movie, it's totally different because because Alfred took Vicky to the Batcave and told basically she had to put two and two together. Basically, motivating
but think
Bruce,
about it like this,
to the point that she's cool with him being Batman.
But like, think about this though.
But still concerned for his health and safety.
But like, no, think about this though. She's a reporter, and reporters go after the truth. How do you think she would feel if she found out that Bruce has been lying to her all these years?
Like, I don't think she would like put him out. She did, because deep down, like, she does love Bruce. But at the same time, she's pissed at Bruce. But at the same time, if she put him out there on blast,
I don't think she would
choose to think any other villain from the first two movies will go after her.
No more.
Here's my thing. What I want is, so what I want Vicky to leave. I want to break up with Bruce like mad, and I want Batman to be in the midst of trying to get her back. But that's when Vicky gets killed, because how much would that hit Batman to know that the one love?
Oh, it would hit him. It would hit him hard.
Yeah, it would.
But how would you do it? Would you have either like have Bruce
I might have Jason kill her. Like
yeah.
Jason,
ooh, that's dark right there.
Jason might kill her. Like
Jason might kill her, or what about Deathstroke killing her?
I think maybe Deathstroke. I think it'd be like a joint killing. Like Deathstroke might pull the trigger, but like it was Jason that caught her and took her to Deathstroke, or like or maybe Deathstroke killed her and said it was Jason, or something like. Something to like put a real rift between Jason and Bruce, because there's a rift on Jason's side,
you
but
just
there's not
killed
a rift
the woman I loved.
Because like there's no rift for Jason. There's a rift for Jason. Like, you didn't save me. And you let me involve you for Batman, you couldn't find me.
And then also Bruce said that there's always a choice in that.
And then always a choice. You chose this, but now there's a rift on this one. You killed my only girlfriend. love of my life. Now, like, there's no way back. Now there's double back.
And then you can have Jason said this about what's her name? About and well, Jason didn't know who Andrea was, so that big confrontation fight.
You can have Jason.
You can have Deathstroke versus Nightwing for their final battle, and then you can have Batman versus Jason in theirs.
Yeah, or another thing you can have is you can have Jason find out from Andrea was thing, and then he can be like, you think you know everything, but you never knew this.
Yeah, he shows her. Bruce shows Jason the card that Andrea gave her.
Yeah. I just think that Jason knowing something Batman didn't, and then just rubbing it in his face like you never knew who she was. Like how Jason found this out, you can whatever, you can plot point here and figure that out. But then you can just do that, and that would double shock Bruce. Now Bruce is finding out secrets about everybody. Jason not dead. You came Red Hood, caught killed. The first love of your life wasn't really who you thought she was.
Right, and then your the second love of your life dies because I didn't think he died. And then after that, then you have
What if we had Vicky live her life right, but like all the time. Like Lady Arkham, and you get killed, and you go, oh, and it's what, your second girlfriend, she was also a
your
psychopath.
Second girlfriend is psychopath. Now, I don't think people are ready for Lady Arkham just yet. Like, that'd be like another series.
Fuck around and make Lady Arkham.
Here's
are
another one that also, like, with Spider-Man.
Like, are you opposed to that Wonder Woman x Batman instead of like Catwoman?
Wonder Woman, that would be fine too.
Cause like I want
Batman has screwed dang near every female.
I mean, he banged Lois Lane, dude. That's it.
Yeah, he banged Lois Lane.
Batman x Lois Lane in my Batman movie. Like not like a whole relationship, but like one night stand.
Dude, he also had sex with Poison Ivy.
Hey, you sure the witch is
okay?
bang
Harley yet?
I hate to think she died helping us.
I don't know, but no, he hasn't banged Harley, but Harley has kissed Batman before.
Well, if we're talking about 1950s Christian logic, well, that's how babies are made. So clearly, got her pregnant. But like, so I mean, yeah, I think this Batman because like, I think that Jason killing her would create a giant rift, and then in like maybe the 5th movie, that's when you introduce like Orphan, you kill off Wildcat, you may introduce Black Canary and Green Arrow, and then that's when.
And then there's where you have and that's where you have like the Justice League.
Yeah, you can have it. I kind of want to keep my Batman like
if we
in
cut
his
enough
own
away,
movies
the
away
bridge
from the
above
Justice
us
League.
should
And I want to use
reappear.
my Batman movies to start the franchise
Expect
for
resistance.
street heroes.
Right.
Like you use Superman to start the franchise for like Wonder Woman, Flash, and them because of his cameos. And then with Batman's movies, you introduce the street guys: Wildcat, Black Canary, Nightwing, Green Arrow, Speedy, Raven. I know Raven's not technically a street character, but you can introduce Starfire in the Nightwing movie.
Yes.
Because, like, I just think Batman needs to take credit for the street guys. Because there's always just the main 7. Batman got friends. I want Green Arrow and Black Canary because you have a better time when there's a final showdown with Deathstroke, Orphan, Lady Diva, having Black Canary and Wildcat and Orphan's daughter that gets these characters. And Nightwing can still be there. And then maybe final confrontation with the Red Hood. Let's be like, again, this is gonna be like a 7 movie arc.
Right.
But it sounds like a goddamn good movie arc.
dark version of it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like greatness. Like I wish it was 7 movies of this shit. It'd be amazing.
It'd be amazing. It'd be like this. It'd be how Batman should be told.
It needs to have some kind of dark. Like, but there's one rule though. You can kill almost anybody else. Can't. Yo.
There's also like for Spider-Man, though. Like my version of Spider-Man. Here's my movie of it. I did an Ultimate Spider-Man movie, but it needed some work. But for my version of Spider-Man, here's the thing. I would still have Topher Grace as Spider-Man and Peter Parker, because he can. If you watch that '70s show, come on.
I'm gonna go with Andrew Garfield as Spider-Man, and here's my thing. If I had to go, if I had to pick a relationship between Mary Jane, or not, Gwen Stacy, or I'm gonna be dangerous. Kitty Pryde. Sorry, just kidding.
Who?
Kitty Pryde.
Oh, really?
Yes. You know why? Because remember the old where she dated her, and I liked her spider.
Yeah, I know he dated her.
I liked her
Dude,
spider.
have you went to the part where they got into Gwen? Dude.
Yeah, when she became Carnage.
Yes.
That was fucked up, man. I was kind of mad
And
at
then how she died was really messed up.
like, that was like, and that's right after she finally was after they made up. And she fucking gets.
Right. I was like, oh.
I was like, really, Brian? I love Brian Michael Bendis, but sometimes this dude be on for shit.
Nah, but like for mine, for Spider-Man, I would have Topher Grace as Spider-Man. I would not have Mary Jane in this, at least not yet.
That's kind of
Help out where you want.
I would still have Gwen Stacy, because to be honest, that was his really first girlfriend.
no, technically his first ever girlfriend
Watch our
was
backs,
Betty
boy.
Brant, and then it was Gwen Stacy. If you want to get real technical, it's Betty Brant. And actually, Jessica Jones had a huge crush on Peter Parker in high school. Sure, I mean, if you wanted to be really out there, you can have Jessica Jones. Fucking Jim.
Well, that wouldn't be bad. I
know.
still would keep Gwen, because Gwen, I don't know, she always helps Spidey.
But
And-
also I want Kitty
Freezing it
Pryde,
first.
because like Kitty Pryde can help Spidey, and she won't have to worry about getting her neck broken when she falls.
Not true. God.
Like,
Who else? Like villain-wise, as the first villain, I would keep it as Lizard. Second villain, instead of Green Goblin, would be taken out. It
know
would have
what?
been, for me, it would have been Electro. And the second villain probably would have been Rhino. I would keep Rhino, but
Rhino
no,
is
it
not
probably would have
amazing.
been Rhino and Electro, and then you would have the Lizard in there. Lizard and Spidey versus basically
I want to throw in
Electro and Rhino.
Obviously, you don't want to throw in Kingpin in one movie, so you can have a Daredevil crossover, but in a Black Cat.
Yeah.
What I really want is I like Alistair Smythe, but what I'm thinking as a villain, Ben Reilly.
Yes.
I know that Ben Reilly's Scarlet Spider, and sometimes he's a
I would
hero,
never
sometimes
get
he's
used to
like an
walking in
anti-hero,
solid
sometimes
light.
he's Zodiac. But I think, because I really want Peter Parker to have this all the time.
There's
Peter
no
Parker's
scene.
holding back.
What?
Like when he's punching
have
you,
a
he's
problem.
holding back. Like Dr. Octopus makes reference to this when he's Superior Spider-Man. He's like, oh my god, Peter Parker was really this strong. All the times he could have killed me if he wanted to.
These doors do not
Like,
open.
what
Hello?
Spider-Man needs, he needs that
I
character. He can
I
just
even have a
fight,
door.
like web to web,
Hello?
fist to fist, sense to sense. He
Come,
needs that.
we will find
Because
another
if
way
you look at
in.
Spider-Man movies, a lot of times he's fighting, he's really just getting hit by claws and like explosions and shit. He's not really just getting beat down. You know what I mean?
Right.
And you know, maybe I'm just like a sucker for like awesome hand-to-hand combat, but I like to see these heroes really
The
get
dwarf
pushed in
again.
fighting. Because like with Superman, there are not a lot of
Hey,
people
Sindri,
who can go hands
we
up
found
with
something
Superman,
interesting.
like in a real fight.
Another one
There
here.
just aren't. And Superman's not a super skilled fighter. It's just he's no strong.
Her name's
Right. Another thing that I always loved about Spider-Man is like he would always overcome and always have a hard battle.
Yes.
Like he had to find out, get into a situation. Now, like with the second movie, like I said, I would change. Like the only villain I would change, like Gwen would still be alive. I'm sorry, Gwen would still be alive. You would somehow give a little bit of character to Mary Jane Watson that they were going to do, but they scratched it.
Okay.
And like you can keep Rhino and Electro. And matter of fact, you can skip the Lizard. You can have Rhino as that minor villain, but having Electro as the major villain.
Are you opposed to killing Gwen Stacy in the franchise or just like in the movie? Like in the beginning?
Like I would like let me say this. She would not have died in the second movie. I would have not added that whole Green Goblin menace until the third movie. Then you can have Green Goblin as the third movie, but you could also have a little bit of this too. Like you could, like for the second movie, you like how they did brought Harry into it. I would also did Eddie Brock in it too. Also, J. Jonah Jameson would have made an appearance in this Amazing Spider-Man 2.
I would have killed J. Jonah Jameson at some point in the movies, though. I'm gonna be honest with you.
But no.
Like for me, I would like for instance, Gwen would not died. She would have helped Peter Parker at least destroy Electro or keep Electro contained.
This
I
way.
like how we just switched from DC to Marvel like instantaneously. That was funny. But like, I agree
We
with you on
switched
that.
from our two favorite superheroes and how we would do them.
Yeah,
Hey,
but you know what?
Like for the third movie, like where Harry has that disease.
Let's be dangerous, dangerous. Cameo.
We're inside.
And that's in any Spider-Man or Batman movie.
Of course.
Spawn's is back.
Spawn.
Because, you know, Spawn has been in Batman and Spider-Man comics. And, yeah.
I would love to see Batman and Spawn.
First of all, Spawn is literally Spider-Man and Batman. Spawn is badass. Like, he is my favorite. Like,
He is badass.
like Spawn is like a Mortal Kombat. He does not fuck. He will fatality. Dude, like, I know that people love Batman the Animated Series, but I'm gonna say Spawn Enemy 2 is the best cartoon for DC. I have like, yeah, Batman was amazing, but like Spawn, no. Spawn.
Right, Spawn.
It's like, that show was good. It's like, now, if Batman didn't choose on HBO, I have no doubt that it probably wouldn't be better. But like, just the pure uncensored power of the HBO Spawn and the voice acting, and all of it just came together. And it was so short. It should be really good. You wanted it to be long, but they canceled it. I don't, just, Spawn's great.
Right.
But yeah, back to
But like I said before, like with the Amazing Spider-Man 3, they were supposed to do the Sinister Six. You can still do that because you have Rhino, you have that, but like I said, that wouldn't be the main villains. Like the third villain probably would have been Doc Ock in Bolton. And then you could have did that whole Black Cat, like have Black Cat basically helping him.
Would you give Black Cat, like, powers, or would you just make her like Catwoman? Because I want to differentiate her from Catwoman. Like, I want to give her, like...
Well, I want her to, like, have, like, I want to be dangerous and, like, give her powers.
I want to give her, like, the Super Soldier Syndrome, or something akin to it.
Like, pretty much, like she's basically, like, Batman's cat, like, Spider-Man's Catwoman, basically.
That's really all she is, to be fair. Like, her character...
But here's the difference. I wouldn't add Felicia Hardy into it.
You wouldn't have Felicia Hardy be...
No, but here's the thing. Guess who it would have been?
Who? Kitty Pryde.
Nope.
Mary Jane.
I'm gonna be dangerous, dude. Have Gwen do it.
Ha!
Gwen would be Black Cat without Peter knowing.
That would be... Ha! Now, I've been going dangerous all day. That's some shit right
Do
there.
you ever get used to this?
I mean,
See?
she's been Spider-Man, she's been Spider-Woman, she's been
Spider-Man. She wants to. She's in love with Peter Parker. She does all that. Why not let her be Black Cat?
But like a good portion of what makes Black Cat's character even anywhere near unique is that the fact she doesn't like Kingpin. But I guess you can say the
And it's the
Kingpin.
thing, though, like you can get it to the point where where Peter unmasked and he finds out it's Gwen. First he's ticked off about it, but at the same time,
All right,
I mean, she saved him.
What if we have the fact that, okay, we're gonna rewrite Gwen's backstory. What if instead of the Lizard killing her dad, it was Kingpin indirectly?
Yeah, it was Kingpin killing her father.
So that way she'd have a beef with. So you can make it like Felicia Hardy and Gwen Stacy fused together at least a little bit. Just so that way you can have some familiarity of the character of Black Cat, and you can have Gwen Stacy being Black Cat. Just because like Black Cat, I mean, well, she's got a terribly unique character. Like, gotta have like something of her actual character. The only reason why I really want Kitty Pryde in there is because I think Kitty Pryde was, because you know, you guys can't resist those X-Men crossovers.
Right, you can't resist the X-Men.
And you know, Fox is, you know, with the Deadpool movies. Yeah, it's been great. But like, I don't know. I just feel like I want Kitty Pryde. I don't really like Colossus like that. I know people love Kitty Pryde with Colossus, but I just don't like Colossus, to be honest. Like, do you like Colossus?
I like Colossus.
I just don't like him to me. Like, I mean, yeah, he's a Russian strong guy. And, oh yeah, he's cool. I just don't give a shit. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I've just never given a shit about Colossus, like ever. Like, what draws you to Colossus? Like, why do you like it?
Like, it's just like the part of him being Full Metal, and then also loving the fact, because I loved him in Deadpool.
Oh yeah, he's hilarious in Deadpool too.
Like this protein bar. And also, I remember that you work with someone else who works at Studio Movie Girl.
Marcus works there. I don't know if you know who Marcus is. There's a guy named Will who works there. Who else works? I don't know.
There's a girl there that I know.
Is she hot?
Sherelle works there.
I don't know. Come with me to the movies and point them out. Is she a server? Does she work at Box?
I think she's a server.
I work at the Box. I'm like new, so I suck at being a cash register guy. That make fun.
There.
But yeah, other than that, man, Spider-Man, like I said, Black Cat would have been Felicia. Instead of Felicia Hardy, would have been Gwen Stacy, and then
Another light up.
Oh no! Point where the fourth movie comes in.
Black Cat off.
There you got your Sinister Six.
He didn't do anything.
Do not assume.
You know what? Here's my thing. I want, in my interpretation of maybe like a fourth movie,
but he didn't even defend
I want
himself.
Black Cat, maybe a fifth movie. Black Cat and Spider-Man are gonna fight Ben Reilly, but Ben Reilly does end up killing Gwen Stacy.
And that would really hurt. Like that is when Peter Parker gives up being Spider-Man.
Like, think about
Love of your life helped you in 2 movies. Well, actually, helped you basically multiple movies. And now, was Black Cat, and after all the time helping you fighting crime, you're both getting married, and she dies.
No, but think about that. Ben Reilly looks just like Peter Parker. And what if he's not there?
Just like he.
What if he's not there when she gets killed? And the last face she sees is Peter Parker killing her. And then that's what Ben Reilly says. The last face she ever saw was your face with a knife in her heart.
The light
Like
is
some
near.
shit like that.
Look for a way inside.
Like, can you imagine like the rage of Spider-Man at that point? Like, you may kill it. You may consider hating him. But then like Daredevil shows up, and then like Daredevil stops him, and Spider-Man's like, why? And you see like a little bit of, you see like a small fight between him and Daredevil before like Daredevil like knocks some sense in him a little bit, like, this is not you, blah blah blah, something like that.
That did it.
Daredevil
Look,
fight Spider-Man.
more light bridges.
Follow me.
Just because it'd be cool. It's like, yeah, I mean, I think that'd be like a poetic thing. Oh, I'm killing everyone's girlfriend, damn it. I am evil.
I don't know, but bro, I'm about to head on out now.
Alright, dude.
Alright, thank you for the crossover, and yes, also subscribe to my channel.
Yeah, I'll put your link on main Guardian if they probably do.
That was good.
And also, guys,
Show me more
I will
focus.
also let everyone know there will be more crossovers between me and bushilelouch to the future.
No one knows it.
In the future. And because you know, and trust me, and I have to get Jonah involved somehow.
Oh yeah, I've seen Jonah.
Like, I am on here. Alright guys, we will catch you guys later, sooner rather than later.
I don't know you want to go to the Deadpool movie though.
Alright, I'll let you know. I'll probably want to go tomorrow because I'm not doing anything tomorrow.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, bro.